Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Nigga X about me, I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler.
Every day I'm hustling. 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 Every day I'm hustling.
12 years. I never expected it to turn out like this. TheBoxingVoice.com. Shout out to the community, man. I appreciate y'all.
What's happening, people?
Info Joe, Los Angeles, in the building.
Adrian, the problem Rowan, the man from the frozen tundra.
Keem, straight out of Florida.
Liz Lowe, Decatur, Georgia.
You already know what it is. It's the Queen, Martha K, Detroit, stand up.
David Maldonado, New York City. Yo, Nuts, don't cut me off, man. Don't cut me off.
King Amin of Essex, catch me for them championship rounds.
Big Super Mac, Plainview, Texas.
Davidian in Buffalo. God bless you all.
In Jesus' name.
Without y'all, it ain't nothing. Without the callers, it ain't nothing, man.
Bad Girl, TKO, San Diego, California.
Big Fish Vegas, Palm Beach, Florida.
Intrigue the Incredible, straight out the ATL.
James Benitez, Huntsville, Alabama.
It ain't hating, it's just the truth.
Show Kid, Mount Vernon, New York, suckers.
SDS Promotions.
Coach Midday from London, UK.
Let's go! I'm ready!
Checking in from Tennessee, it's Lethal James, P-A-Y-N-E. It's lethal.
Line 6 Reed, just spreading that boots gospel.
Bo from Bama, only in America.
Well, I'm a true attestation to the American dream.
King Born, Crown Heights, Brooklyn. You heard? 4 chicken wings and French fries, breakfast of champions. Let's get to it.
JT, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Stuff like that.
Yo, TVV, this Coach J-Mac. New Orleans, Louisiana, 504, baby.
What have you?
C. Y. E.
California. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for some.
This is the #1 pound for pound and 2-division champion, Marvin the Tank Furman from Dallas, Texas.
Mr. BBC, baby.
LV Southern, from DC to Stunt City, Bomb Squad.
Brandon Maurice, aka the AJ Trucking, straight out of Cincinnati, baby.
Madbad 100, U.S. Virgin Islands.
Chickarelli, Hollywood, California.
Louis Reyes, Boston, Mass. Yo, drop that SDS shit,
This
son.
message was brought to you by SDS Promotions.
The voice of the people, there is no equal.
You can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. TheBoxingVoice.com.
As I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBD for life. If you ain't on Patreon, that's because you're stupid.
What up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs. Solo Dolo, Scarface, No Manolo. We had a great weekend of boxing. Jaron Boots Ennis made a he sent a chilling statement to the welterweight division that power carries late, that he's probably one of the biggest punchers in the division. And I think everybody's wondering or worried whether or not we actually get to see him with the better opposition in the division. Obviously, he impressed me tremendously by getting that stoppage. I didn't think it was possible. I was not betting, but I did indicate to a few of you guys that I was going the over And on 2 different sites, we found it at 6.5 and 5.5. So that was sweet. That was money in the bank. And obviously, if you took that advice, you got paid. That being said, getting into those final rounds, I'm like, okay, Villa's going to go the distance. But then Boots impressed. Then he made that statement, put a stamp on it, and got a devastating knockout. Now, I wasn't too happy about the way that the ref jumped in, but I do understand that Villa was Dunsky. You know what I mean? But, you know, like any average American boxing fan, we would have liked for the referee to stick to the rules, maybe attempt to count, and then realize Villa was out of it. But immediately after the punch landed, he was already trying to catch Villa and wave it off. And I'm just like, why? You know what I mean? Like, how many people don't fall near the ropes? How many people don't go through the ropes? Javier Fortuna, Cintrón, motherfucking, there was another one too, Bernard. There's so many people that go through the ropes. It's like, what was the ref thinking? And why was he taken away from what could have been? That being said, outside of the ref being a little, I guess, anxious, it was an amazing performance by Boots. Villa just wasn't on his level. And it's quite crazy because he took Rashidi's blueprint and obviously capitalized, maximized, and did everything right where Rashidi went wrong. And he made it look so easy. Like, so easy. There were points in that fight where I'm like, all right, well, you know, Villa's going to start to come on. He's going to eventually catch up. I couldn't believe he took the entire first round off. I don't know if you guys noticed, but he barely threw punches. Like, literally, I think it was maybe a total of 4 punches that he threw in that first round. He literally gave that round up, and it really established that jab for Boots, you know? He was putting that jab up top, painting the fence, coming right back down to the midsection. And I feel like that was a major issue for Villa. He couldn't get around that. He didn't know what to do there. And it was just strange. It was just strange, man. But for Boots, amazing performance. Amazing performance. I think this is probably his best performance. And I think it's certainly made us clamor more for the possibility of him and Spence or him and Crawford. Now, Ennis obviously sent the message to Earl and Terrence Crawford in the post-fight, and I quote, he says, "We got to wait for Earl Spence and Bud to fight. And you know, I want the winner of that fight." Ennis told Showtime's Jim Gray about awaiting the winner between the July 29th undisputed welterweight champion mega bout between Spence and Crawford. Now, what they don't say is that there's a rematch clause. So, you know, if you're going to wait, you're going to be waiting a long time. He added, and I quote, "Spence Crawford is a great 50-50 fight. May the best man win. And Jaron Boots Ennis wants the winner of Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford. Let's make it happen." End quote. And then he comes back and says, "I'll take Emantis Stanionis," Ennis said. "Virgil Ortiz fell out, so I'll take Stanionis in a heartbeat. I want to get into the ring one more time before the end of the year to make it 3. Stanionis, Keith Thurman, Yordani Ulgas, Bud, Spence, all the top guys out there. Let's make these fights happen." So Ennis, not leaving the door closed. It's wide open. He definitely wants the top 2 who are busy. They got rematch clauses. They got a super fight. You know, it's not really feasible. And that's why on our thumbnail, we'll point to that. These are the names that are possible: Cody Crowley, Rashidi Ellis, Keith Thurman, and Emantis Stanionis. Stanionis and Thurman probably your best names. If you're Boots, those are probably the guys that, you know, you feel like will give you more clout, so to speak, more, name recognition, more credit in your division. Stenonius is the WBA regular. Thurman is the former champion, unified former champion. So those names look good optically on your resume. And, if he can get those, it'd be perfect for Boots. Spence and Bud are a little busy, and that's understandable. Thurman is rumored to be fighting in August versus Ugas, which means he'll need a couple of months as well to recover and get back in the ring. Now, obviously, Boots is saying he wants to get in before the year's out. So, if Thurman gets in August, I could see him getting back in there November, December. Will that be a Boots fight? Maybe, maybe not. Should it be? Probably. Thurman would have gotten already 2 tune-ups, so to speak. He got to fight Barrios. Now he'll be stepping up in competition, fighting Ugas, who's a true welterweight. And, we'll see where he's at from there. If he looks good, then it's probably time to put him in there. Now, on the Brian Custer show, he did say he's ready for Boots. He said he told Al, send the contract and he'll sign it. So I feel like maybe Boots is next. I also feel like if I'm Al, Keith is a bigger commodity. We haven't heard that Boots has signed to, what's his name? Al Heyman. So if anything, I'll give him Shelley's fighter, Amantis Stenonius. Yeah, he's managed by Al, but he's a Shelley fighter. So I'll give him the Lithuanian to Boots and hold Keith for after, right? So let's assume both Earl and Spence do not move up. Maybe just the winner moves up. Maybe just the loser moves up. We don't know exactly how that's going to play out. So it's always good to leave a good piece on the board that'll give you a nice war and a good television fight. And that's Keith. Keith versus Crawford, Keith versus Thurman, Keith versus Boots, all big fights. So Keith Thurman versus anybody is a big fight. Let's be real. He talks a good game and he shows up on fight night. For Ennis, that'll be the biggest name on his resume without a doubt. For Stanionis, that'll be the biggest name on his resume without a doubt. And good television, for Bud, it would have been the biggest name on his resume without a doubt had he not already been fighting Earl Spence, right? So Keith is a very valuable piece, We'll see how that plays out. But phone lines are open. We are talking Jaron Boots Ennis and who's next for him. Is it Cody Crowley, who is the WBC something? He was just in an eliminator. Is it Rashidi Ellis, who really got the win over Villa, but couldn't do it in knockout statement fashion like Boots, so ends up getting robbed? Is it Keith one-time Thurman, or is it Amantis Stenonius that I'm excited to see what he's got to say, right? The man said he can't wait to get back home and blow up Twitter. Maybe they got to him like, yo, chill, don't say nothing. We got you the Boots fight. But he's frustrated. So many pullouts. I seen his own trainer talking, Marvin Samodio, like, it sucks that Stenonius went through everything that he went through, trained as hard as he did, only not to get the fight. And even he insinuated that Stenonius will be dropping some bombs. I don't know when that's going to happen. I don't know what secrets he has in his bag. I'm also not sure that right now is the right time to ruffle any feathers. Like I said, he could possibly get a key fight, based off him wasting a year and waiting a year for Virgil. Maybe, Shelley could go and get the ear of Al Heyman and say, hey, man, we had our guy waiting almost a year. Let's get him a big fight. He's frustrated, and they give him the Thurman fight. And Ugas doesn't get it. You know, or they give him the Thurman Ugas winner and Boots doesn't get it. The other name there that we haven't mentioned is Kavaliauskas. I always like Kavaliauskas. I think that's a decent fight for any of these men. Probably a tougher fight for Rashidi Ellis and Cody Crowley than it is for the other three gentlemen, Boots, Thurman, and Mantis, but still a good fight. We'll see now. Is Villa and Sampson interested in the rematch with Rashidi now that, you know, he's lost? And is Rashidi going to be interested in the rematch now that Villa's lost, or would he just move on? See a lot of people saying Boots will smoke Stenonius. I don't know. I like that jab. I need to see him get around that jab. You know, Villa wasn't doing nothing. He had his hands in his pocket. He was just doing nothing, you know? High guard, taking shots, not really creating any offense. It was a strange fight in the sense that, you know, I just never expected Villa to look like that. I thought he would try a little bit more, especially with the hype of Boots. You figured he was going to come in there and actually try to fight. Not win, but try to fight. I mean, my man was bullshitting the whole night. But I'm putting a few options here. We're going to make a poll. And what we're going to do is keep the same names on the thumbnail and see who you guys prefer Boots fight next. And I'm sure it's going to be Keith, as that's the sexiest name available, if he can get past that Ugas fight, if that's the case, if Ugas is next. You know, we got Speedy Rashidi Ellis. That was a fight that was built up, you know, and it sucks because now people have kind of kicked Rashidi to the curb, but he was the only one calling for the boot smoke. He did want to get paid for it, though. So he was calling for it. But he was still backdooring, talking about money and it got to be right. So, you know. But he was one of the only dudes calling for the fight. You know, what's sad is Rashidi's gotten dropped now from that WBC and that WBA. He's only ranked in the IBF from what I see, which is pretty fucked up. Let me see if he's in the BA. I mean, WBO, which is a no. And, man, he ain't even in the ring. That's crazy, bro. Boxing moves so quick. Boxing moves so quick. And why is there two people? Is this a mistake? They got Rashida Ellis and Rashidi Ellis. What in the fuck? They must have made a mistake in the IBF. Damn, they got my boy Thulani Mbenge back at number 9? Shout out to the BC. Stay with an African up in there. That's my boy Thulani, man. He's the real deal. Suffered a loss to Sebastian Formella. And because of that, everybody, you know, they think he's shit now. Because after that, Formella lost twice, right? So obviously, they think my guy is trash now. But I don't see it that way, man. You know, I fuck with Thulani. So, all right, we got Cody Crowley, Rashidi Ellis, Keith Thurman, and we got to put Stenonius on the poll to see which one of these guys you prefer Boots to fight next, since he cannot get Spence and Crawford at the moment. You know, those guys are tied up for at least 2 fights. unless one of them does such a good job, such a number on the other that the team and the fighter decide no rematch. Now, if Bud knocks out Earl or Earl knocks out Bud in the fashion that they assume, that they wish, that they hope they do, right? Because when you're training, you got to be praying and wishing you could sleep a motherfucker, because that's the biggest statement, right? That's what we're here talking about, Boots. He slept Villa, so he made the biggest statement. So that's really the only way out that rematch. You knock a motherfucker out so hard, so bad that he don't want it. Not a lot of instances where that happens. I'll tell you, it sounds like a broken record now, but that's only because there's not a lot of times where something like that has happened. Only Abner Mares that I remember versus Johnny Gonzalez. Gonzalez, sent them to the moon, Alice. And after that, Gonzalez was like, Mares was like, I'm goody. And it worked out for him. He didn't fucking take that Johnny Gonzalez rematch. No one hated on him. Social media wasn't like as toxic as it is now. So nobody was calling Mares a duck or nothing like that. I promise you they weren't calling him a duck. I mean, the dude literally got the tank fight. There's posters and everything. So they weren't calling him a duck. They weren't calling him anything. Like, in the real world, somebody knocks you out, you don't got to go and get a rematch. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to rebuild. Not everybody's Wilder and AJ, trying to right the wrong. But it is what it is, right? I got the poll out. I'm going to assume it's going to be Thurman, but from the looks of it, people want him to fight Stanionis more than they want Thurman. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't ready for that. But I got Capicu Rodriguez with a $5 super chat. So he's about to try and pronounce. He spelled the illness that Virgil has. And he wants to make me look bad because he is expecting me to read that. All right, so actually, I changed things around. Y'all can't even hear that, right? Y'all didn't hear that unless I do this. I got to screen share, then do that. Then you can hear it. Check it out.
Rhabdomyolysis.
Rhabdomyolysis is tough to recover from. Ortiz will never be the same. They need to change what they doing in camp. His body will never be the same. He's been having that shit for a while, bruv. Like, I don't know. Maybe this sport ain't for him because you can't keep cutting weight if you got some sort of sickness that's stopping you from cutting weight. Like if every time you deplete yourself to make weight, you're depleting yourself to the point of near death or illness, it's probably not right for you. And at this point, I'm going to just be real. It's not. He's Mario Barrios, and I get it. Mario Barrios has accomplished a lot if you compare him to an average man. He's been in this sport so many years. He's made decent money. He fought on pay-per-view 2 times, and he was a regular champion. But what I mean by he's Mario Barrios is he's going to move out of 2-3 divisions without winning a title just because, quote unquote, he's a young growing boy or he's a young growing man. But there are cases of Ponce de Leon that stood at fucking 26 his entire life. You know what I'm saying? So he was once a young growing man and just never got bigger, right? Like, it's discipline. And I get it. This is an illness that we know nothing about and how it affects him from making that weight or how, weak he would be. But again, in boxing, at the end of the day, he's eaten himself out of 2 divisions and won no world title. I mean, he would have to be so special to now move up from welterweight, move up to 54, and win a world title. It's just difficult. Like, right now, Jamel's undisputed. There's no way that dude beats Jamel. Okay, Jamel's fighting Canelo. Some of you think he'll lose to Canelo, so he'll lose something even if he loses to Canelo, he ain't fighting that dude because he's got to fight Zoo. And even if he loses to Zoo, Zoo's he looks like he'll be a good champion. So I just don't know when Virgil's going to get this opportunity. Yeah, the belts might get scattered, and I can hear people calling in telling me how they can, maybe he can get a vacant title shot, but versus who? Like, what real 54-pounder that's in title contention is prospect Virgil going to beat? Like, we talking about a kid that started at 140. I mean, Earl's a grown-ass man moving to 54. Terrence is about to be fucking 35 moving to 54 when they finally do it. We talking about a young kid. I don't know. Does he have his man strength at 54? Is he moving up, and is the power going to carry, or is he just moving up for health reasons? It's a lot to consider in Virgil. That's why he's not even on the list, man. We got to see what he does, how he does it. It's crazy, man, because he'll be our generation's Edwin Valero, where people will talk about him, about this kid with all this talent, all this power, and, hasn't really done anything. Virgil's been around longer than Stenonius, bro. Longer than Boots. And what I mean by that is he's been fighting on TV. He's been with the big promoter first and longer. Boots don't even got a big promoter. He got a network. Boots don't got no promoter. 99% of y'all don't even know the fuck his promoter's name is or the name of the company. If you know the promoter, you don't even know the name of the company. I can almost guarantee that shit. So, Virgil, I get it. Some of y'all want to sympathize. Some of y'all want to have, are emotionally tied into him. But, like, at the end of the day, what have you done for me lately, bro? You know what I'm saying? I wasn't this Virgil Ortiz amateur watching him, so I'm not like old Virgil fan. You know what I'm saying? I could almost care less if he comes back or don't, because he really ain't do nothing. Like, his biggest win to me is Kavaliauskas. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't been memorable. And that's what I said. That's lack of marketing, lack of promotion, because he's the only other fighter in the world with 100% knockout ratio. Yet, when you think of knockouts, you think of Better Beef. You know that he's got 100% knockout ratio. This kid hasn't been promoted properly. And maybe that's because they knew he was always sick. I don't know. Maybe that's because of the father, too. Let's not act like we don't hear that the father is very controlling. I'm pretty sure it was the father that took him away from Robert. And let's be real, that's when he was at his best. He was consistent with Robert in terms of fights. He wasn't getting sick with Robert that I remember. I mean, maybe you guys could remember. But leaving Robert Garcia seems to have been his downfall, kind of. And you see, look at Eddie Alvarez, lack of vocabulary, lack of knowledge. Me telling you the truth is me hating. So he'll just go to the Phantom Zone. Shout out to the Phantom Zone. Anybody seen The Flash? Lord, what a movie. Jesus, where my air horns? Lord, they killed that movie, or what? Sheesh, I might do Untitled today. Is Monday? Yeah, we're going to have to do Untitled, talk about The Flash. That was insane. If you watched it, let's talk about it on Untitled. Right now, we're taking calls. We're talking Jaron Boots, and it sends chilling statement to Spence and Crawford that his power carries late, which it does. I was patting myself on the back. If you watch my live chat, I was patting myself on the back. I'm like, I told you motherfuckers he wasn't going to knock him out. I told you. And everybody in the back call, they should have made money, because I got on the back call, which is our Discord, Boxing Voices Discord. I got on it like 3 a.m. Saturday morning before the fight, right? Technically Friday night, Saturday morning, all that great shit. And I told him. And I said I might do a betting show, but I was on a back call with them so late that I didn't wake up to do the betting show. But I told everybody Marquise Taylor would upset Yoelvis Gomez. I told them why in the back call. And he sure enough got the huge upset. And he's coming to the party, so add that to the appreciation night. And I also told him that the girl would beat Marlon Esparza. And I haven't gone back and watched it, but I seen the scorecards and they fishy. And people been DMing me saying that she should have won. The Argentine girl should have won, La Chucky, because she's fucking crazy, and I knew it. Body language. People laughed at me for years. Somehow Ness think he a body language expert. The more and more it's proven that body language can tell you some shit. I knew that broad was crazy. And I know Marlon enough. She may hear this and be like, nigga, you don't know me. I know you enough. And I was right. You feel me? You got lucky. You got lucky. And it's disrespectful for me to say she got lucky because I haven't seen the fight. I'm going based off my own listeners telling me she didn't deserve it. I'm going based off the scorecards. I need to watch it myself. But there's information out there pointing that she possibly, robbed La Chucky. So I'm just saying, Flash was trash. Joe Pilot, you might go to the Phantom Zone for that right now. You better be careful. You better be careful. Choose your next text carefully because you will be in the Phantom Zone. It can never be trash, bro. They literally had Nicolas Cage in there. Bro, I'm going to tell you the story of Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage desperately wanted to be Superman all his acting life. And they never gave him an opportunity. So it was like this comic book joke in the movie world that Nicolas Cage wanted to be Superman, tried out for Superman's, and never got the Superman part. Well, because Spider-Man's movie is about the multiverse, which is multiple universes, there obviously was a universe with fucking Nicolas Cage as a Superman. It was so funny, bro. That movie hit the spot. It was like an action superhero comedy. I ain't gonna front though. But man, that shit was fire. I don't know who's talking crazy. That Joe Pilot dude knows nothing about nothing. Don't believe him. Trap Media, USA, $5 super chat says, Boots has to stop the rabbit punches. Delorme, Clayton, and now Villa, he's dirty. It changed the fight. I didn't see a rabbit punch on Villa. But listen, Tim Bradley got a knock for using his head. Oof. So many fights. Even the undefeated Devin Alexander fight, he was criticized there. He said false news. Cage did get a chance, but it fell through. Man, you're fucking kidding me. How it fell through? What happened? The project got fucking shelved. Something like that. He never was Superman, and you can find interviews of him wanting to be Superman. And like I said, he never was Superman. So how is that false news? You sound stupid. Lucky I don't time your weird ass out. But it was dope to see him finally become Superman. I'll tell you that. That was fucking dope. So if you like, the MCU and, superhero movies, definitely check out The Flash. That shit was official. They did a good movie there. I ain't gonna front. That's what I said. What rabbit punch? Back to boxing? They lying. They looking for an excuse to water down his win. If the movie was canceled, what the fuck does that mean? Y'all stupid. Oh, no, you're wrong, Ness. Cage got a shot, but the movie was canceled. Okay, so did they ever shoot? Do we got a movie? Did he get an actual shot? Stupid mother. Swear to God. Y'all make me deal with the weirdest shit in the morning. General Camino, what up?
Yo, Ness, what's good, bro?
Chilling.
Yo, it's funny that you said that about the Flash. I heard it was bad, but you saying it's good. I might go check it out.
Nah, that shit was far from bad. They absolutely. I mean, I would have to hear. Like, why are they saying it's bad? Like, what is bad about it?
Honestly, I think a lot of people is just hating on the main actor. He got caught up with some weird allegations a couple years ago.
Oh, really?
And, they don't think, concerning like a minor at the time. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
You'd have to do the research.
The actual Flash?
The dude playing home, Ezra or something like that.
Oh, wow. Yo, and let me tell you, he is so funny, right? Because the whole movie is based on two of him. So it's a lot of him. It's a lot of him because there's two of him in the movie. There's like the Flash that went back in the past, and then the Flash that he went to that universe. So now there's two Flashes. I didn't know. I'm gonna have to go. I don't even know that dude's name, to be real. I just watched the movie. I'm gonna have to find it on IMDb and see what he did.
Yeah, I know his first name, Ezra. I don't know too much about the case. I just know he had some weird allegations. He was in the spotlight for a negative reason. So, if you got time, definitely go look into that.
Look,
but outside of that,
someone else is saying, did you see the CGI as to be sarcastic, right? But ever since Avatar, like I'm that old, ever since Avatar, people have been complaining about CGI. There's never anyone that's completely satisfied with the CGI in any movie. Avatar literally takes the cake, right? It's made the most movie. They created a camera for it. It had one of the most famous motherfucking directors in the world, and he got more famous for taking so long to make that movie because he wanted specific cameras for the CGI, and people still complained. And then the second one comes out and it makes more money than the first one, and people still complain. They're never going to be satisfied with CGI because they know in their mind it's fake. It's like when Tron came out, I don't know what the name of the actor is now, but he's an old actor from the 80s, and they made him new in the movie on CGI, so they complain. But whatever, that's your little CGI shit. You can get to your call. You dudes are just haters.
Oh, yeah. Nah. One thing I will say is The Flash, they got like a TV series on the CW. The first 7 seasons of that, they filmed amazingly. So if you got time, go check that out. But I'm going to get back on this boxing. This weekend was great. I thought the Jaron fight was pretty good. I won some money on it too. I bet the 10th round knockout. So, that's one of the reasons it was a good weekend.
You bet 10th round?
Yeah, I bet the 10th round, and I had Virgil for the 5th round. So it kind of fucked up my parlay that they canceled the fight. But, I still won a little bit of money.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was a good weekend for that. As far as opponent for Boots, I don't know. I mean, you could definitely go Thurman, and then Stanonius is ready. I don't really care which way they go as long as he gets in the ring with a top competitor. But what else dropped this weekend? The All Access for Spence and
shit
Crawford.
was bananas.
The first 5 minutes of that, when I think it was Crawford and Derek James had kind of met up in the hallway, and Crawford was like, "Yo, what's up?" Yeah. And Derek kind of walked past home.
Yeah.
That was a good clip they caught. I really enjoyed that. They made it.
I love that. Very well. I love that, and I know Derek got to be happy because that shit showed him in a beautiful light. He fuck. You think I'm a punk because I got a suit on? That shit was official.
Yeah. It was interesting, though, because when I saw it, I was like, word, they sparking up like that. Okay, it's what you kind of like to see. But I think it was just a little bit of miscommunication.
But it was Crawford's fault. It was Crawford's fault. I'm be real. When I see him, I'm going to say it, too. It's like he said, what's up? You ain't say what's up. It ain't like me saying, what up, General Camino? He was like, what up?
Yeah, you're right.
So
it was a check.
So hell yeah, it was a fucking check. So Derek,
a light check, though.
So Derek checked his ass back and said, "What up?" And he said. So then Crawford said, "What up?" And Derek said, "Man," and kept it moving. And then Crawford, the one trying to get to Derek, it's about to be a fight. That shit was weird on Crawford's side, man. Crawford.
It was weird. I think I heard a cut.
If anything, that's nervous energy. Let's be real. The fucking train ain't got nothing to do with the fight. He ain't got nothing. If he don't want to say hello to you, fuck him.
You right. That makes sense. That's a good point. That is a little bit of nervous energy. Damn, this gonna be a good fight on the 29th.
I'm so excited for that fight, bro.
But yeah, I'm nervous for Fulton though. I hope the Japan trip goes well, but it ain't looking too good for him. I mean, in a way, he got a different type of power. I'm very interested in that fight too. I mean, those two fights I think are gonna make the year for me. But that's my call. Everybody have a good day. Shout out TBV.
You the man, champ. You the man. Appreciate you. Phone lines are open. The number to call if you got a cell phone, a landline, you're sneaking in a quick call from your job phone. 1-425-569-5241. Press one time. How y'all gonna say that situation lacks context? Motherfuckers, we seen Crawford walk up to Derek and say, "What up?" Now, if you from suburbia, you interpreted that as hello. If you from the inner city, you interpreted that as me and General Camino just said. He checked him, and Derek wasn't having that. Whatever, if you don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't my problem. Neil, look, and matter of fact, how could you not believe it when Derek says out his mouth, think I'm a punk because I got a suit on? Fuck wrong with you? Like, listen to the audio. Y'all just so fucking stupid. Neil Loris says, $10. I was at the Boots fight. Was hype as hell. Shout out for the Taylor lock. My dumbass thought Adorno was a lock too, though. Nah. Oh, he must have been on the back call. He heard. Oh, but I did say it on the show, too. I did say, and I literally said that. So I gave y'all free betting advice. I literally said, I don't do this because I normally do a betting show, but I'm going with the upset with Marquise Taylor. I did say that on my previews and predictions. It's out there. So shout out to Neil, who sent $10 because he obviously made easily 1,000 or 400. It's that simple, right? Because Marquise Taylor was a plus 640 on some sites and a plus 340 money line on other sites. And his record tells you he ain't got no power. So if you bet Marquise Taylor by knockout, you're stupid. If you bet him by decision, you made at least $1,000. And if you're broke, like me, and you only put $10 or under 10, you at least made 100 and something, 300 and something, really. It depends on what you caught it. I need a haircut so bad. I got one at 12:30 though. Fucking hair going into my lips. So yeah, man, shout out to Marquise Taylor, man. I was really frustrated. I didn't make the bet because I knew he was winning. And I said it all night. I even said it on the back call at 3 a.m. I knew he was winning. And the win was even sweeter because he got a knockdown. And I've watched him work, you know what I'm saying? We've seen him in Houston, and we've seen how hard he works, and we know that he was undervalued. So he was a live underdog, man, and that's a big win for him. Hopefully PBC does something with him after that because he's actually signed a Marshall Kaufman. So we'll see. I got RT Boxing with Mr. A, $5 super chat says, I say Crawley, an active winning streak, he should be next. Yeah, and Crawley's going to throw 1,000 punches. The problem with Crawley, he's probably going to get knocked out because he's going to give Boots the fight he wants because that's the fight that he fights. Crawley likes to be there throwing those. You can't throw 1,000 punches without being in front of your opponent. So that's a dangerous fight for Crawley. I've watched him spar. Again, you know, he's there to be hit, and he likes to hit. He throws 1,000 punches in sparring. That's why he could throw it in fighting. So that's a good fight for however long it lasts, as they say in boxing. I don't know that those two styles last long, though. I'm going to just be real. Somebody going to get slappy slap. But we going to... I wish I knew who this was, so I'm going to Trees first while I look up the other one. What up?
Yo.
Talk to me.
What up? Man, look. Hey, by the way, I seen that the Boots fight. That was a good fight. it was what I expected. And damn, man, you ruthless. Damn, why you want Buddy to go through the ropes? God damn. We seen he was done for when he got slumped. We knew it was over with. When he
all right, so
it was over with.
Just tell me off top, without Google and the help of all the audience, what other fight you seen that a dude get punched, hasn't touched the floor, hasn't finished falling, but the referee trying to catch him? We've never seen that, bro. They was desperately trying to get Boots that knockout. That wasn't the referee trying to be a concerned citizen. Man, get the fuck out of here. When have I seen that? I smoke a lot. I smoke a lot, and that shouldn't be an excuse, but I do smoke a lot. So maybe I'm not remembering another referee diving like it's a fucking touchdown pass to save a fighter. I never seen that shit. But they gonna call me a hater. They gonna call me a hater for saying the truth. Nah, Ness, you never really liked Boots. You ain't never want him to fight Thurman. Now you talking shit about his knockout. They dick riders, man.
Yeah, okay. See, I ain't listen. I'm just. It's just when I seen that he went down. Even if the ref had gave him a count, I knew Buddy wasn't making no count. That's all I'm saying.
And that's okay. But get that man his count. Why is he not entitled to it? Like. Normally, when a dude don't get a count, people are like, look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. We didn't get a chance to see the man's eyes because all we seen is a ref shirt diving up in there.
I get you. And I want to say shout out to Marquis Cutter. That was a big-ass win. That was serious as fuck. I was watching that shit. I'm like, damn. And it's crazy because I was telling my boy, I'm like, I done seen Buddy fight 1,000 times, bro. I know he got it. And then I just knew he was going to win that fight. That shit was serious. But I was proud of him for that. That shit was dope as fuck. But I think I heard y'all talking about the All Access. Hey, what the fuck going on, man? My man's Earl, he got some secret intelligence. You heard that hot sauce shit? Yeah. Like, I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, and it got to Crawford. Crawford was in his truck, like, yo, how the fuck he know that?
Hey, I thought that shit was funny as fuck because I'm like, damn, that really bothered Buddy. I'm like, damn.
Nah,
like, how the fuck did he know
I don't think it bothered Crawford. I think that was that moment where Crawford said, okay, Earl on his game too. Cause you see, he shook his hand after that. He shook his hand, he dapped him up, and like, they almost came shoulder to shoulder. That was one of them moments where like, oh shit, you got that emphasis, and he gave him dap. I really like that.
I ain't gonna lie.
See, I said to Danny, that episode was so good, we needed to do a full review on it. It's unfortunate because at this point, we done talked about it sporadically throughout other shows. It ain't even worth it now, but that was a fantastic episode. They haven't done something that good since a Floyd episode. They showed out, man. That shit was tight. I really, really liked it. They got a lot of good moments in there, man. That was dope. It really built up that fight. That one episode. I hope Danny's wrong, and the fact that we don't get an episode the week of doesn't give us a void. Hopefully, all the fight week stuff keeps the promotion high.
They got to give us one every week leading up. Yeah, they got to give us one leading up every week until the fight, and then drop one on the fight. Yeah, because that first one was good. That was real good. I ain't gonna lie. Even like y'all said, even when y'all talking about the Derrick James and I'm like, damn. The first 5 minutes had me locked in. I'm like, okay, this shit good. And then that hot sauce shit, I'm like, okay, that shit clever. Earl up 1-0 on the Access right now.
What about the Bomac shit? I swear, I watched that shit twice. It really felt like Bomac felt like he might get punched in the face. Like the face he had when Crawford got behind him was a face of, damn, he might really punch me in the face or pop me in the face. You know what I'm saying? So all that shit was fun, man.
I ain't gonna lie. I was looking at it like I was thinking like, damn, like the way he looked at him, I was thinking like that nigga Terrence did that shit. He done popped his ass before, I feel like.
Word. He like say I won't pop you in the face. Say I won't pop you in the face. I'm like, oh shit. And then when they was doing the exercise, he hit the black ball. That shit hit Bomac all in the face. The hat almost came off. That episode was fucking gold. Gold. I loved it.
That's my call, man. Shout out TBV, man. Shout out to one more thing. I had to throw that on. Hold on. I forgot with the Marquis Teller. I had to talk my Jared shit. Shout out to him walking out there. You feel me? That shit was fire. Like to see my nigga get all the camera time we can get, man. Future heavyweight champion of the world, man. You know what the fuck going on. Shout out to TBV, man. Be cool.
Word. Yeah, you know, they train in the same gym, man. So that was dope. Cause when I went and I seen Jared, he was locked in. I ain't really see him talking to Teller like that. Like Teller was there. I was drawn to Teller because him and his dad, like me, they talking shit while they spawn. Like his father talking mad shit while Marquise is spawn. Like I'm just blown away. And I'm like, bro, this dude got no power. What is he doing talking this much? But it's because he a dog, man. The thing I didn't expect, I will say that, he got tired on me. Wait till I see his ass. I'm like, bro, you know you ain't got no pop. You not supposed to get tired. Motherfuckers that can't punch got to throw punches nonstop all day, every day, because you can't punch, motherfucker. How you gonna get tired and not and also not be a puncher? Like, that's a recipe to get the fucking knocked out. But lucky enough, he got it, man, and he fucking deserved it. I feel so happy for him. Okay, McKellar man out here looking amazing. What fight was it? Oh, she went to the UFC. Why you gonna go to the UFC dressed like this? That's not right. You gotta come to a boxing fight dressed like this. This is McKellar, right? Or am I confused here? Sure looks like her. Just a thicker version, right? Let me make sure that's McKellar. Oh, yeah, that is McKellar. Say it right there on the screen there. She done put on in the off season. We going out to these callers. Who we got? Discord, J Billy, what it do? You.
Yes, sir. Shout out Ness. Shout out Danny putting in that work. But yeah, the all access was fire. 10 out of 10. But Ness, how you gonna say like you creating narratives, fam? Like obviously they trying to sell the fight. You know what I'm saying? Derek and Bud. Like, come on now. Like that's just what are they supposed to do? He come up to him like, "How you doing, brother?" You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
they not doing that nice shit. You feel me?
Exactly, and that's why he got what he got. There ain't nobody selling, bro. You know that ain't selling. That was Bud.
And
that
he
was
didn't
Bud.
he didn't say he think I'm a punk or something to his face. He said it when he was talking to Earl, like he must think I'm a punk or something because I got this suit on. You know what I'm saying? Like the cameras is right there. These two teams, both of these guys in these two teams, I feel like they have a level of respect for each other, and they know
what's going on. You a Crawford fan, so you know he ain't look good in that scene.
These my two favorite fighters.
That's cool.
These my top two.
That's cool. That's why you protecting them. You know he.
I ain't protecting no fam. Who was looking? You saying somebody that was nervous energy?
Of course.
How was that nervous energy? He initiated it.
Exactly.
Like, what's up, fam? He came off on it. You know what I'm saying?
And then what?
He was on the bullshit.
And then what? And then he got what he ain't expect. He got a motherfucker that was ready.
What?
He got a motherfucker that was ready. Motherfucking Derek James' biceps was about to rip through that little tight ass suit. Don't knock it off.
That did make DJ look good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad he stood on his 10. You know what I'm saying? But still, it's all
that scene made him look way better. Don't give me that. That shit, like I said, it made Crawford look like he had nervous energy. You know it.
How? Tell me how. Because he initiated it, and then what? What was he supposed to do? Pop off on him right there?
Bruh, listen.
Start throwing hands?
Before you and I got into boxing, world-class fighters have been saying his trainer could talk all he want. He can't get in the ring and fight for him. So the fact that Crawford got an issue with somebody trainer who can't get in the ring and fight for him, yeah, I'm interpreting as nervous energy, bro.
Nah, it's not no nervous stuff. Like, you feel me? Like, the cameras is right there. So whatever interaction, they ops now. They ops in front of the camera, so they have to bring that energy. Bruh, you know what I'm saying? There's no nervous energy. That's what Bud is supposed to do. We've been begging him to talk.
But where you from?
We've been begging him to talk.
But where
We've been begging him to do this.
But where
Take the villain role.
But where
we
you
wanted
from?
him to be the villain.
But where
this
you
is
from?
his villain arc right here.
But where you from?
Man, VA, you already know. 757.
VA. So
yes, sir.
Are you telling me that in VA, Crawford didn't get just checked by an old head? Because that's how anybody in the East Coast interpreted that scene. The young man got checked.
It was a back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Nobody checked. I mean,
what?
Derek stood on his 10.
First of all, Derek ain't even give him
on his
time.
10 like he was supposed to.
Okay,
Derek stood on his 10 like he was supposed to.
That's your bell.
Nobody checked nobody.
That's your
nobody
bell.
checked nobody.
That's your bell. He lying, okay? He lying. Derek barely stopped. Derek on some I don't give a fuck about you shit. Fuck is he talking about? He gonna make me play the scene and screen share the shit. Derek barely stopped. Derek barely looked at him in the face. No respect. He said, what's up? Derek turned his head, said, what up? And then Crawford got mad because he understood. That man didn't stop and acknowledge me like a man. He keeping it moving. What up? And he turned back around. What you mean, what up? Fuck is y'all talking about? Y'all some... look, man, let me shut up, man. I don't know what y'all talking about. Maybe we just, it's just generational then. I don't know. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. It's different, I guess. David Maldonado, what up?
Yo, Nestor Gibbs, I told you that Jaron Ennis was going to knock this dude out. I told you it was going to be easy. However, Villa did last longer than I expected. I told you Boots was going to get him inside 5 rounds. Boots is the most devastating puncher at 147 since the young Felix Trinidad, bro. But he's more gifted. He's better athletically. I like how Boots doesn't get discouraged. Even if you show him you got a big chin, he's like, all right, you can take a punch. Keep taking more punches. Boots is going to be one of the greatest welterweights of all time if he can continue to make that weight. Trust me when I tell you that. Boots he'll beat Spence and Crawford. I'm convinced. I'm sure. Sign me up. I'm on the Boots Band Club, whatever you want to call it. Jaron Ennis all day, man. And yeah, All Access was pretty good too. It definitely was. And I know what you're talking about. Derrick James, he held his ground when Bud came up to him. And Derrick James, he really checked him because Bud was like, yo, I was just saying what up. No, you wasn't saying what up. You was trying to get tough with Derrick James. And Derrick James showed him that he ain't playing. Yeah.
All right. That's it, champ.
Yeah. I mean, fool right now, too. You caught me right in the middle of me, man.
All right, champ. Enjoy the breakfast. We going out to Ronnie in Phoenix.
Good morning. How you doing, brother?
Straight.
Danny, I don't know. It's going to be kind of loud on my side. Man, if it gets too loud, you just end my call, man.
Nah, you good.
I haven't called in a minute. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was on vacation for a while, brother, so I was trying to catch you guys as much as I could, but I would tap in for like 20, 30 minutes and I had to go, you mean?
Nah, for sure, man. Everybody got to unplug at one point.
Oh, yeah, it was nice. I work construction, bro, so it was nice taking a little week off, man. Good fights this weekend, man. I think Ennis looked really good. I think that he fought Villa, who was kind of he said it before the fight. He goes, this is going to be right in front of me. But, yeah, it was a good fight, bro. And he looked fucking amazing. The knockout was clean. Good fucking fight, bro. But I still don't know if he's ready for anybody at the top. I'm not saying he's gonna beat those guys. A lot of people are gonna jump on the bandwagon right now because it was a fucking nice knockout. But I still, I don't think Villa was on that level. I looked at Villa's record before the fight. His only really winning people that he fought with winning records was the last 2 fights, and they both went the distance. They built him up as a knockout puncher. But those 26-1 with 24 knockouts, those last 2 fights that went the distance, those were against, undefeated fighters, or not undefeated, but top-level opponents. And he went the distance to both of them. So his power wasn't as real as I think they were making it out to be. I don't know if anybody watched the JoJo Diaz fight, but I thought JoJo Diaz looked pretty good this weekend. The Marlene Esparza, yeah, she got real lucky, bro. I didn't think she won the fight. I told my wife, I was like, yeah, I think she lost before the announcement came out. They talked about one of those judges, one of them judges from Texas, and he's had a lot of questionable scoring before. The Taylor fight, bro, you're talking about the betting. I told my wife as soon as the fight started, I said, man, I should have placed a bet on this dude. I said, I think he's gonna win. And sure enough, man, he looked really good. Like you said, he did get tired towards the end, but he looked good in the fight, bro. I thought he did a really good job. And I knew it. As soon as the fight started, I was like, man, I should have bet. De Los Santos looked like a fucking stud on that motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, I think De Los Santos was trying to show Shakur he could box. I ain't really like that fight. They built him as a puncher, and then this motherfucker went out there boxing. And look, I got no issues with that. If you're a boxer, box. But, they told me you was a puncher, so I got bored watching that fight.
You're right. I mean, but he looked good, bro. He outclassed Joseph. I mean, it was a one-sided fight, bro. One-sided, and like you said, he's a puncher. So that's what I was expecting. I was expecting to go in there and knock him out. He went in there and outboxed the shit out of him, bro. And but yeah, man, that's kind of just my recap, bro. Like I said, I've been off for a while. I was catching up with you guys' Shakur and Devin Haney thing earlier this morning before the live came on. I don't know, bro. You guys know me. I think Shakur's a beast in this, but I kind of think he should have took the fucking fight too. You know what I'm saying? 25%, take it. If you're that man, go and beat him and become that man. Then you mean? That's my take on it. But yeah, that's about it, man. I'll see you guys fucking next weekend, huh?
All right, champ.
You guys have a good one, brothers. Thank you, guys.
All right.
It's funny. Checkmate. Get out of here, man. Look, I look at it like Derek James is professional. I actually like the way he handled himself personally. Like, dude, I'm the trainer. I'm not the fighter. This is not about me, dog. Like, leave me the fuck alone. That's how I looked at it. And I wish more men would do that. More promoters, more trainers would just ignore that shit, especially when it comes to the fighter. I said that about Eddie Hearn. That as a promoter or a coach or whatever, stay away from the fighters. Let the fighters talk that shit. You go after the other coach. You go after the other promoter. Leave the fighters alone. I think what Bud was checking the temperature, and Derek James had let him know, like, man, I ain't a kid, dog. Like, this ain't about me. It's about y'all. So I don't look at anybody as being checked. I like Derek James' professionalism and maturity. We don't see that often. I like that shit. Boots. Everybody know. You know what I'm saying? I'm that Boots guy. I'm not as crazy as the weird dude who wanna drink his piss. Dude, weird. I'm actually like real Boots, seen all his fights, gonna see him, gonna go to him. He's next up on my list. Everybody knows that. I just find it funny that when he beat Karen 12-0, and they still can't find a round that Boots has lost. Professional career, can't find a round that he fucking lost. The motherfucker dominant. Karen has one loss, and he lost his second fight ever, and it was a split decision in an 8-rounder. Other than that, dude ain't lost or even been knocked down. But dude don't engage, you can't knock him out. Villa coming there flat-footed, and he gonna throw them punches, he gets knocked out. Oh, jump on the bandwagon now because it was a good fight. Nah, fool. Boots been had a bandwagon. Boots been next up. Some of y'all jumped off because of Karen. Now y'all ass is jumping back on. I'm gonna tell y'all something. If you could think back to Floyd's career, if you would have bet money on every single Floyd fight, you'd be rich. Do it for Boots. Bet on every single Boots fight and keep the money and just keep putting it down. I guarantee you will be rich in the next 5 to 6 years. Use Boots as an investment. Fuck these weird ass haters. They need that in life. They need to hate on somebody to make themselves feel better about their little shitty lives. Boots is next up. And these boots are made for more than walking. I'll see y'all at the appreciation night. CYP out.
I think the rest of that is I'm gonna walk all over you. Some fucking cowboy shit. CYP showing his versatility there in the music. Who we got? Ricardo. What's up?
Hey, long time no talk. Can you hear me?
Yes. Actually,
No
let me
static
say
coming
something. Because you said long time no talk. So I just want to shout out KM Star. I see you. I'm going to you next, champ. Don't disappear. Go ahead, Ricardo.
All right, bet. So on that Virgil thing, I think, the downfall was when he left RGBA because he has been having problems with his weight and stuff. So maybe it's something with the Manny Robles camp. And another thing, I just watched the All Access this morning before coming into work. And, I do think, Bud did try to check Derek. But, it's like kind of like when you got your bitch-ass chihuahua, barking at you. And then Rottweiler turned around and was like, what? What's good? What's good? What's good? You know what I mean? So that's what I think that was.
Exactly know what you mean. And I'm not with the.
You know what I mean?
I'm not saying Bud's a chihuahua, but the character is like, and then and he's like, chill, chill.
I'm not saying Bud's a bitch or nothing, but that's what it was. Because Derek's a big motherfucker. He looked like he was about to rip through that fucking suit.
Bro, that's what I said. My man Bosset, when he turned around, that Bosset was about to rip the suit. I swear. Nah, you right.
He was about to go Super Saiyan, you know what I'm saying? And,
man,
Boots and Villa. Boots and Villa, man. Honestly, I don't know if anybody caught this, but I think it was like the 5th or 6th round where fucking Villa got Boots clean, and fucking Boots ate that shit. And he clenched. I like that shit. He clenched when he needed to clench, and he boxed the shit out of Villa. He put on a massive class performance. But the part that I like the most is that he worked off the jab and he clenched when he needed to clench.
Yeah, nah. Boots had a great performance, man. All right, brother. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. KM Star, man. KM Star is a long-time supporter. I probably wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for guys like him and a bunch of others that supported very early. What's up, man? How you been? It's been forever. Probably got a few kids and shit now.
Good. I had to take a little break from all the, my life was revolving around boxing for a little while. Now it's coming back, I guess, the itch, right? I never stopped being a fan, but, now, I find myself back at it. I got to say, Boots, man, this guy is like the complete package. You see guys who can punch but can't take a shot, right? You see guys with power but no skills. You see, all the different elements that make a good fighter. Because I'm not saying if you're good at one thing, you pretty much are, that's talent, right? I'm not going to dismiss talent however it manifests itself. But I'm looking at this guy, I'm like, man, who can beat this dude? It's weird. I look at him and I'm like, I know it sounds like it's not a real comparison, but I see the power of a Tito Trinidad with the skill of who's a better comparison from a skill standpoint.
You're the third person today to have vocalized that on air.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, man. I'm going to say De La Hoya skill, even though De La Hoya now, is not the best representative of the sport, but as a boxer, he was very talented. So I think that's a good comparison. Going back to the trainers, because this is fun, I was leaning Terence Crawford, right? Because I just feel like he's the meaner guy. For whatever reason, I look at Spence and Crawford. I'm like, yo, there's something about Crawford. That just seemed like a mean motherfucker. I would literally be careful what I said to that dude. While Spence just seems more chill. And I know that's not how you measure the outcome of a fight. But even with their kids, man, one dude, the kid was a little, I don't know, the kids were hanging all over Errol, and Terrence's kid was kind of a little distant from him. I just feel like he's the harder man. But when you look at the trainers, I'm like, bro, Bomac looks like a clown, and Derek James looks like he could be fighting. And it totally reverses the impression that you get of who is getting the better camp. So, again, this is a weird fight. I know, Errol Spence is probably rightfully the favorite based on size, but there's just something meaner about Terence Crawford. I don't know if that's come up in other people's calls, and I know that's not what this is about, but every time I watch these are great, getting insight into, how these folks are with their families, with their friends and training. You do see things that make you, really think about the outcome of the fight, and that's my call.
All right, champ. Appreciate you calling in, Cam Star. Glad to see you are still doing your thing. And back to boxing, baby. Back to boxing. But we do have Ringwalk Danny in the building.
Yo. How I sound, champ?
You sound good.
How are you? Top of the morning.
I'm good, man. I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm a little upset, bro. My dad, I went to go pick up my dad from the airport, and he gave me the whole fucking wrong shit, bro.
Wrong what?
He got a layover in Houston, so he gave me his flight information, the time he arrived in Houston. So I'm at the airport in Chicago thinking he had his layover. So I had to drive back, and I still got to go pick him up later on. So yeah, it's pretty shitty because the airport's pretty far. But
okay, so they are saying you still have an echo. Let me see something because I changed some things around today. Can you speak now? Danny?
Can I speak now, Ness? Of course I can speak now, Ness.
That's still not working. Let me
Okay,
see.
okay.
All right. Well, while I do that, let me just get to some callers. I got on Discord JT, what up?
Yo, can you hear me?
Perfect.
Yo, can you hear me?
We hear you, JT. We hear you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's long time no hear. Now, far as the Bud and Derek James, when they met up, I think Bud was trying to check Derek James honestly because Derek James might have said what's up like on a what's up, keep moving type tip, but Bud ain't hear him, so he took it as I guess damn James was being rude or something like that, nonchalant, and then he like I said what's up. So that's what I got from that, and then that's when they had the little confrontation back and forth. And I think Derek James said they had some dude on the side talking or some shit like that. So basically, that's what I got from that little confrontation. But the last caller just called in. He made a point about the all access training camp. I mean, what you see with Bomac clowning around, you see Derek James look serious. Look like he's still in shape. Uh, I just I think Errol is winning the press conference and the all access. I'm just looking at it mentally, honestly, because I know that's not gonna uh, matter when they get in the ring. But I just think Errol looks a little more little sharper. Look like this time looked like he came back in shape for this camp. It's not like he gonna have a weight camp, so I'm still leaning towards Errol in this fight to win. Honestly, it's gonna be a good fight, but I just think Errol gonna be the better man with his hand raised at the end. Besides that, what else the top of y'all was talking about?
The Boots fight.
Oh, the Boots. Yeah, I didn't see the Boots fight because I was on the road. I gotta go back and watch. I saw some clips when he knocked him down. Yeah, man. I mean, Boots made the guy look regular, honestly. You know, because he gave Rasheed Ellis a lot of trouble in his fight, but Rasheed Ellis fight totally different than Boots. So I mean, that's a good step up fight for Boots. I still don't think fighting Arrow and fighting Bud will be the same outcome like that. Could step up for fight for Boots, but maybe fight. Boots need to fight like a Stanley Onis, somebody like that. Virgil Ortiz moving up. And honestly, as I keep saying this, I think Boots will catch Arrow and them at 54. I don't think he will catch them at 47. It's just to the luck of the draw. So
I just don't even see that happening, bro. Like both those dudes are 32 and 35. So
yeah, but
they not gonna give Boots a shot even at 54 because they gonna be looking for the belts at 54 and the names at 54. Like they almost out. They almost out.
this the thing though, Ness. This the thing though. Boost made his name at 47. I think he's gonna get a belt or two, but I think Boost gonna move up. He's a big welterweight already. I think he'll move up at 54. So his name, he gonna have a fast track at 54. Even though Aaron gonna be moving up, Boost gonna become one of the top fighters at 54. So maybe Bud might catch Boots. You know, I think Errol's gonna beat Bud honestly, and I think Errol gonna want to fight Canelo. I think that's gonna be his third fight or so.
That's the bell,
I think
JT. Yeah, I mean, it's just tough for me to see Boots getting a shot at Earl or Bud at 54 because one guy's
I
30.
just think so much would have to go right. You get what I'm saying? In order for him to get the shot at 54, like JT was saying, I don't see him moving up from 47 before picking up a belt or two. So now he already gonna be playing catch up, going up to 54, and quite frankly, I just don't think that anybody's in a rush to get him those big fights because he ain't with Al.
Which is my point. Earl at 32. Imagine he wins. He's looking at Canelo and bigger names. Like Boots would never bring the money. Like if Earl wins, he's gonna make millions of dollars in this fight. Then he's gonna be offered millions for the Canelo fight. What they have on the table for Boots, it don't matter. Boots could go on and do whatever you want him to do. In that short amount of time between Earl's 32 years old and 40 years old, and that's us being generous, like saying he wants to fight till he's 40. That's us hoping. Like the man, Crawford might be done after this fight. If he wins, I could see him fighting Earl and Jamel and done. Like I don't see Crawford fighting until he's 40. I don't know. I just don't see when.
I don't know that I see him fight until he's 40. I definitely could see maybe another fight or two after that. But I don't know that either of those fights would be Boots. You get what I'm saying? Like, I think that right now they in a position to where the ball's in their court. You know, we got the fight coming up, rematch in play, and then still so many other options on that side of the street. That's with Al, unlike Boots. You know what I'm saying? So we do appreciate everybody. We are discussing the All Access. We are discussing the Boots performance from this past weekend. And, I went back and watched the fight, yo, because a lot of people was impressed on his performance in person. So I had to go back and, definitely appreciate some of the things that he was doing in that fight.
Which fight? I stepped away to get some water.
Bro, they said when you switched, shit got fucked up again.
Yeah, I know. I'm back though. Well, I stepped away to get water. What fight you was talking about?
I'm sorry, those comments just threw me the fuck off, man. I don't even remember. I know I was saying that Boots, you know what I'm saying? I had to go back and watch his performance. I went back and watched the fight again. I had a lot of people complain about, compliment, I'm sorry, his performance in person, people that was there. So I went back, watched it. I think he's going to be able to do great things at 47. I just think his time at 54 is still far away. Bro, he was like 2 pounds under the weight limit. So why would, you know what I'm saying? He ain't in no rush. He ain't even challenged for a belt. So why is he in a rush when he can make the weight with ease?
All right, so for the people in the chat, it's not Danny. What's happening is, right? I'm trying to do more than. Remember, we got Discord, Twitter, and Blog Talk, right? So I'm bringing in Danny virtually on Skype as well, and I don't have a separate line, or not a separate line, but an extra line. So he's sharing my line. So I have to physically be here to mute myself so it doesn't echo. Only his mic though, but not his physical mic. So stop blaming him because it's messing up his chi. I can see his little head shining, getting mad. It's like, it's not that big a deal. You can't smoke over there? I seen you take a picture. Was that your dad?
No, my brother came down. He was actually telling me he about to roll up and shit.
Oh, yeah, you need to smoke, man. You already getting upset. We got hella callers, though.
I just don't like to sound bad, gang. I'm trying to be able to sound as good as possible.
I'm high, so I was supposed to mute myself. So you gonna get mad because they gonna say right now it's back. Again, when I'm not talking, I gotta mute myself. But look, we ain't gotta talk right now because we got some callers, but I'm high, so. And I hate saying that because it makes us look dumb. I'm a functional pothead. But it is hard to remember, mute your mic after you stop talking when I talk so much. You know what I'm saying? But let me get to some callers, and that'll fix the issue. We're going to empty the clip. That sounds interesting. Philadelphia, what up?
Danny Ness, what's the deal, fellas?
Chilling.
Yep.
First off, respect the vid, motherfucker, tough as hell. Ness, you was doubting the KO, but you called it right at the end. You called it. You said that right hand was going to end it. I give you credit for that shit. Did too. Y'all the same one. Believe your eyes, but now even haters gotta pay homage. Shit, why is some sports media even mentioned? That's just a regular day in the gym for Boots. He do shit like this all the time. He got more in his bag. I mean, Danny even saw him spar before, so Danny probably saw some shit I didn't even see before.
Nah, but I ain't gonna lie, man. Fuck sparring. Like, let me tell you something. I see sparring in Vegas all the time, and yeah, I saw a boot sparring. Yeah, some dog sparring. You get what I'm saying? But ain't nobody going out on fight night. That was a class performance, gang. You got to understand, like the way he was switching, the shit he was doing in that fight. Take my hat off to that man.
It was some different shit for sure. And I don't want to hear nobody say Via did move, because there's nobody complaining when Ugas stood in front of Spence and got broke the fuck up. Motherfuckers was talking about Boost fight tomato cans. If this motherfucker tomato can, he's a tomato can now after that ass whooping, not before. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers complaining, talking about he ain't fought nobody durable. Y'all saw Via motherfucking chin. Y'all know that shit made out of vibranium for Wakanda and shit. I don't want to hear nothing about nothing. They say he get hit too much. Boost landed 63 jabs. Via landed 65 punches the whole fight. And mind you, that's only because Boost chose to engage. If he just chose to box, the number would have been cut in half. But then y'all be complaining and talking about he ran like y'all used to say about Floyd, because y'all don't know what the fuck y'all be watching.
Nah, but hear me though. Hear me. Can I talk, Ness? Yeah, no, hear me though. Look, check it. I think a lot of people need to go back and watch the fight over, yo. You know, Ness was actually Ness like 10 seconds ahead of me on the fight. So Ness would say, "Oh, you know, Via counter with this left," and I'm like, "Nah, gang. Like when I'm seeing it, he actually slipped it. You get what I'm saying?" Boots was doing a great job changing levels, getting small. You get what I'm saying? So people need to go back and watch that fight. He ain't really get touched like that.
But that's because you know what you watching, Danny, bro. You know 90% of niggas, they just, come on, bro. You know they don't know what they watching. So I give you credit because you see slips and rolls. Most people don't even know what a slip and a roll is. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep that in mind too. The motherfucker was out there slipping shit. Via even tried to sneak in a little sneaky left uppercut at the end of the left round at the bell. Booth even saw that shit and slipped that. You know how many people would have got caught with that shit? Then they said he didn't have a chin. He took a couple shots and walked right through that shit. They said he ain't got no ring IQ. He showed he can do that too. What the fuck can they possibly say? He even went slow motion on these fuck niggas and put Via in the Matrix in the 7th round.
Bro, that was wicked. I ain't gonna lie. That was nice. He went Matrix.
Out. Where the fuck you seen that before? You know what I'm saying? I heard one nigga say he
that is the
like
bell though. That is the bell. Empty the clip. I got Ari on Twitter. What up? Ari, gotta unmute.
What up, Ness? What up, Danny?
What up?
Listen, man. I made the trip down Atlantic City to watch that Boots fight, and he had a great performance. He showed out. Philly came out of support, man. The crowd was hyped. Boots looked sharp, fast. He stayed in the pocket more than he needed to, and he just fucking completely outclassed Villa. Villa's a fucking warrior. That motherfucker. I mean, I don't know what it looked like. I haven't watched the fight on TV yet, but I was ringside, and Boots was catching him with some shit. You could see the snot, the blood, fucking flying in the air. But Villa kept on throwing. He kept on coming. So he fought like a warrior. And it was just an overall great performance. I think it was a good stoppage, Ness. You said it was a bad stoppage. The ref. I think it was a very good stoppage because I think it was in about the 8th round. I was like, yo,
I never used the word bad stoppage. I just said I never seen a ref do that. I never seen a ref do that. Tell me you have, because you're as old as me.
No, but Ness, yo, if I'm telling you, if you were there, you will see how it was crazy, man. Like he was getting hit with some crazy shit that, like me personally, in the 8th round, I was talking to the guy in front of us. and we're going like, yeah, they should think about stopping this fight, man, because he was getting hit with too
So
much shit.
I think the thing was that there was moments in that fight, like you just said, that it could have been stopped. And I'm like, damn, like I thought it was worse at certain points before that. So I just thought that it could have been stopped earlier, maybe not at that exact moment. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm like, damn, he was getting hit with some worse shit. Why they stopping it now?
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I think it was earlier, like around the seventh round, sixth, seventh, whatever it was. I was like, I know definitely around the eighth. I was like, all right, they gotta start thinking about stopping this fight. And
You know what they need to do? You know what they need to do? Because at the end of the day, people's like, oh, why count? But it's like, why not count? They needed to start counting. Why not count? Because at the end of the day, it's not like counting or not counting is gonna get the fighter hurt more. You get what I'm saying? It's not gonna get the fighter hurt more. Count, then make your a session at the end of the count. Like, bro, let's all not forget Wilder Fury. Motherfuckers thought he was dead. Had Jack Reeves been 95% of these refs, he would have waved it off. He would have never counted. Counting
he
is
should have
needed.
waved that
Counting
shit off.
is
Look at the fucking
important.
heavyweight. He should have waved that shit off. Jack Reed should have waved that motherfucker off. I'm gonna stand on that. Fucking Tyson Fury fucking around with the heavyweight division ever since he became champion. These bullshit ass fights. But getting back to the Boots fight, but listen, man, but you gotta understand that the doctors had already checked on Villa the round before. And there was another part where the mouthpiece got knocked off. They had to put the mouthpiece back in. So they were already, you know what I'm saying? Like there were things going on around the ring that a lot of people obviously didn't notice. But I'm gonna tell you this, like I said, I was there, and you know, Samson himself had already gone over to his corner like the previous round, like around the ninth, to see if they were gonna stop the fight because he was getting hit with some shit, bro. So I'm cool with the stoppage, you know. But like I said, man, Boots fucking did a hell of a performance. I would love to see Boots Ennis versus Stanionis because you know Stanionis got screwed over with this Virgil situation. So I would love to see him versus Stanionis. Now, if we could get Rashidi on a winning column and get a few wins, I think him and Rashidi will also be a great fight. I think you know Boots is an exceptional talent. We saw he has some issues with Karen because Karen was a mover. So it'll be very interesting to see him with Rashidi, who also can move very well and can box. So that'll be a great fight. And one more thing I want to say, Ness, why you hating on my man De Los Santos, bro? He had a great fucking performance. What's up with that? Is Ness there?
I'm here, but why is it hating for telling the truth? Is he not advertised as a puncher?
Yes, but he also has
Okay.
boxing abilities that
All right,
people were not
all
aware
right.
of. And
that's
we've been
and
telling y'all
Ari,
that
and
kid could
Ari,
box.
and Ari, that's fine. But when Deontay Wilder goes out there and doesn't do what he's advertised to do, he's not doing his job.
Yeah, but he don't got Deontay. He's not Deontay Wilder, bro.
Hey, that ain't my problem. Y'all advertise
You know
him
what I'm
as
saying?
a puncher.
No. We say he's a puncher that can box. I've been saying it for a while. De Los Santos has very good boxing abilities, and he's a very good fighter. Hold on, really quick, wait before you cut me off. I just want to say real quick, man. Eury said Daniel did his thing. He was actually the main sparring partner for Boots for this camp. He also did a sparring session with Julian Williams. And if you notice, Bradman was telling somebody on Twitter like, hey, you know, your man's got to be careful with this kid because he's explosive. He got power. He's nice. So shout out to him, man. Thank you for the time. Ness. Peace.
You said who? Who's this? Who's this?
Eury said Daniel was the main sparring partner.
His last name is Martinez, though, ain't it? That's Henry's brother.
Yeah,
He's
said Daniel. Yeah, said Daniel.
Oh,
yeah, said Daniel.
He was on a prelim, right? He was on a prelim.
Yeah, he was the last fight. He was the last fight of the prelims. He won by first round
bad
knockout.
motherfucker. Bad motherfucker,
Yeah, that kid.
Ari. I was
watching
the prelim.
I don't know how cool he is, man. I don't know how cool he is. I gotta go.
He's cool. He was sitting next to me after the fight.
I'm just saying, you know, I got firsthand information. He did some bullshit, you know. So, you know, I don't really know that I rock with him right now, right just yet. You feel me? I can't say too much because it's not my business, but he was signed. Him and his brother was signed to Ken, and Ken took care of them dudes for a couple years. You know what I'm saying? Punch Drunk Boxing knows more than me because, he played like an advisory role. So any details I got wrong, he can probably fix them. But yeah, that kid somehow got out of a contract with Ken. And, until Ken tells me that he's okay with that, I'm not okay with that because you fucking Ken over. You feel me? And he put light on you. People didn't know you till then. So I didn't even watch the fight, not because of that. I didn't even know he was on the card. I didn't even know he was back in the States yet.
Yeah, I didn't know he was on the card.
Yeah, you should be straight.
Yeah, I didn't know he was on the card either. But I did watch the prelim. I think he had a good performance. The commentary team, Steven Jackson was actually a guest commentator with Morning Combat guys, and he was impressed too. I was impressed. It was a good fight.
So y'all let me know because I think I figured it out, and you should be straight at this point. Because there ain't nobody saying you echoing. But anyway, we got more calls to get to.
All right. Yeah, let's get to the callers, champ.
I got Al from the Bay.
Yo, what's up?
What up?
Shout out to both of y'all. We in the Bay Area. Yeah, man, that Boots fight, man. I think it was a great stoppage. It seemed like the ref was gonna jump in before he got knocked down anyway. But when he knocked him down, I just put an exclamation point on it because he hit him with a couple of punches right there when he was on the ropes, and it was just like, yeah, he's done for. Like they was already trying to get rid of him earlier in that fight, but once you got them couple of punches and Boots just let off on him, it looked like the ref was gonna jump in anyway and stop the fight. But once he went down, it was just like, yeah, he was stopped it. That all access, I really don't put any stock into that. Some people are like, oh, he won all access or he won the press conference. I can care less about that. It was a pretty good all access though. You've seen the styles, the different styles they are. Terrence is more of a, let's joke around, get this work done type of camp. And then, you got Spence where it's like it's all about theater and all about business. We can play afterwards. And so, that was definitely good. You see the contrast on both. You see why they were special on both, how they train. You see they put the work in, see they ready. Before they signed the contract, I was like, I'm kind of over it. But watching All Access kind of gave me that juice back because it's like, you could see, how bad both of them want it. You could see how bad Earl wanted. He over there drinking smoothie drinks and everything, trying to keep his weight down. You see Terrence right there, hitting the hills, getting the work in. Even on Father's Day, he's trying to get that work in. You feel me? So you see the contrast and you see why they're special. You feel me? Yeah, that's pretty much my call.
Yeah, one of the other callers earlier, Danny, they said something like, they kind of insinuated that Crawford's more of a dog because of how he was around his children and how Earl was around his children. And, look, this guy saying how one is training on Father's Day, the other is not. And I just think it's two killers, right? You watch The Wire, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, Omar wasn't flamboyant, but you know he was a killer, right?
Yeah, I mean, Omar to me was the baddest man on the show.
So Snoop.
Now you got a motherfucker like Marlo. You know, Marlo was a killer, but he was flamboyant, and you feel me? I feel like eventually, some of that. Bro, Marlo was young as hell, rolling in the Escalade with the rims on it, all that. He was giving money to kids on the block, trying to, yeah, I got y'all, I got the money. Like, yeah, Marlo was quiet, but Marlo would show out. You know what I'm saying? Marlo, nice clothes and shit like that. Omar had that trench coat with the shotgun under that bitch. Here come Omar. Ain't nobody was saying here come Marlo. Fuck out of here.
No, damn, you took that wrong. I'ma just say my original thing is Snoop, right? Snoop, she was laid back, but you knew she was a killer, right? In that series, right? The girl with the braids?
Absolutely.
And that's what I'm saying about Earl and Crawford, right? For me, Crawford is Omar. Feel me? Always on kill mode. That's why they say, here come Omar. And Earl is equally as deadly. He just laid back. Snoop was mad chill, you know? She talked with the just calmest voice, you feel me? But would lay your ass down. I just think they both do what they do. And everything else don't have anything to do with it. What he did point out is that they both sacrificing in their own right. One is training on Father's Day. The other one is eating smoothies and shit to make the weight. Showing that they equally want it.
I mean, they showed both of them eating on Father's Day. Just one was working on Father's Day. They didn't show the other one work. We don't know, it's a TV show. We don't know what they was doing, what they wasn't doing.
Earl could have went to the gym at night and ran the calories off.
He could have been in the morning before the camera crew woke up. You get what I'm saying? Like, ain't no telling.
But I said before you got on that the directors, they probably did the best job they done since a Mayweather. 24/7.
I would agree absolutely.
All right, getting back to these calls.
Yo, it's funny because you asked me on Saturday did I watch it, and I told you yes. But after the fight chat, people was like tagging me in it because I made an appearance and shit like that, and I had missed it because it was like in the beginning.
That's
I made
dope.
yeah, I don't know, like 2 minutes in or some shit.
Who you was talking to? Bowman. Oh, was it?
Bud.
Okay, damn, you got time with the star.
Yeah.
We going to Tommy in Florida.
Jay Billy said he got a counter. He been saying he got a counter for a minute.
My bad, Tommy. I'll be back. We got Jay Billy who is not with his hand up. Where's Jay Billy? Is he on? Okay, he on Twitter. What up, Jay?
Yes, sir. Y'all got me?
Yeah.
All right. So I feel like, man, we be criticizing the refs too much. Like Danny and the other caller said that they thought the fight could have been stopped multiple times. He was looking bad at the end of the sixth. And then, like, if we felt like that, then we just got to let him do his job. You know what I'm saying? Let him do his job without criticizing him. We not seeing what he's seeing. There's three people in that ring. He got the closest look, to both of the fighters. So he knows what's going on even more. And then Jaron was just looking strong, you know what I'm saying? Like, this most definitely stamped him 100%. Like, when all the fighters would say, man, y'all need to look out for Jaron. Jaron's different. This is what I feel like showed it. I feel like he had a few botched wins in the past, you know what I'm saying? But this, put it all on the table. And we seen what these fighters been talking about. So I think he's most definitely a force to be reckoned with, even like before. But Ness, on my previous call, you was like, you will screen share the video. If you screen share the video right now of the little Bud and DJ confrontation, you'll see that DJ walked up on Bud. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like Bud was trying to initiate it. You feel me? He just matching energy. Would you agree you would do the same thing? Is that some East Coast shit?
Bruh, I'm going to just let you finish your call so you can see all the comments tell you wrong. You the only person interpreted Derek James walking up to Bud, not the other way around. I'm done with that. Just with that.
You can watch the video and see DJ walked up to him. Bud had to low key open his shoulders type shit so DJ could get past so they not bumping shoulders. He was being a little respectful about it for real. Cause I would have stood stern. Like if we bump shoulders, we bump shoulders. You feel me?
You can't make this shit up, yo. You hear this guy?
Screen share, fam, screen share.
Yo, if
DJ
this wasn't
they hopped out the whip. His team was coming in. DJ was getting into it with somebody outside talking about I got an undisputed champ. Bud was at the entrance. They
was already inside, bro. Nobody was hopping out of nowhere.
Yeah.
They been inside, was already inside. Hadn't breathed outdoor oxygen in over an hour. Like they been in there. You know what I'm saying? They was already in there signing gloves and shit, doing interviews in the back.
Y'all can screen share it. We're talking about the altercation with Bud and DJ when they first came in.
What I'm talking about, they was already there, champ. They wasn't nowhere. They was there.
So DJ didn't come from outside.
Champ. Never mind all that. Send it to me. You know YouTube has the feature where you can clip and you can send me.
No, it's on. I watched it on Showtime. So you saying clip it on?
It on YouTube? It ain't on YouTube yet.
I'm pretty sure it is. I watched it on Showtime.
I watched it on Showtime too. I watched it on Showtime too. But I can't screen share. So you really trying to get me copyright flagged and shit? I already can't.
All right. So where you want me to send it to? Where you want me to send it to, fam? Because I got you.
I'm just saying, if it's on YouTube, then that's a little bit better in terms of sharing it, because technically it's against the law. That's why they give us a strike.
I'll screen record it right now and DM it to you.
Yeah, do that.
DJ was walking. Walking from out. You say do it?
Yeah. They say it's on
Is
YouTube
the DMs on
too.
here?
They say on YouTube too. Yeah,
All
you
right,
can DM on Twitter, Instagram, anywhere. It don't matter.
Is your DMs open? I don't think your DMs open.
Yeah, nah, do it on Instagram. You don't gotta, because you know that.
I don't got no IG. I don't got an IG. Yeah, man, fuck IG.
Yo,
man, but you can see it. Just look, Ness. Just go ahead and pull up the video and watch it for yourself.
Somebody gonna send it to me on YouTube.
Somebody, I got you, Ness.
It's the first 5.5 minutes. It's the first 5.5 minutes. You can watch it.
You really trying to get us flagged? 5.5. Ain't no way I can screen.
No, you watch it. You watch it on your own and then tell the truth. Just like you did that one time when Blair and Jaron met up and Danny was trying to change the narrative. I fuck with both of y'all. I ain't trying to get on y'all head, but when y'all had Blair that one time interviewing them, Danny was trying to change the narrative and Ness was looking at the video like, nah, man, he was pressing him. You know what I'm saying? So look at the video and tell the chat what you see.
All right. Got you. Danny, what you seeing?
Yes, sir.
I see Derek. See, but here's the thing, right? They show like this is TV, bro, because it's like they show Derek walk in, Arrow there, but then the moment Derek walk away, Arrow already in the back room sitting down, this, that, and the third. That's what I'm saying. I don't think everything is like truly in order, but nonetheless, it seemed like it seemed like somebody was saying shit to Derek. Derek walked in, Bud got out of his way. It seemed like Bud said something, Derek said something, and then he said, "What's your issue with me?" And then, Bud was walking towards him. And, it just seemed like a big misunderstanding. That's all.
Fats, what up?
Yo.
What up?
Yo, what up? What up? What up, Ness? What up, Danny? Danny.
What up, champ? What up?
Cool and cool and cool. Danny, ain't no misunderstanding, Danny. He knew what the fuck was going on. You try to play a 50. Talking about, ooh, why you talking to me like that? Nah, you been talking cold cash shit about my boy. Talking about, oh, he ain't raised me 2 times, undisputed. Tiafimo did that first. And all that shit. Like, yo been talking cold cash about Bud all this time, yo. Like, downplaying him, make it seem like he ain't do nothing in his career. So when Bud finally got a chance to catch up with him, he just was like, you know, what's up? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's going on with you? He tried to play the 50 like, oh, he trying to press me like a punk. Man, get the fuck out of here. You probably was a little nervous. That's all that was. Like, ain't nobody trying to hear all that. But the all access shit, I like the all access. It was pretty cool. I mean, this this is just why I relate more to Terrence Crawford. Like, I mean, Earl cool and all that, but hanging out with the Dallas Cowboys and shit, like, bro, that shit is irrelevant as far as I think, like, far as me, you know, because I'm a city boy, but all that hanging out with the Dallas Cowboys shit, man,
Man,
I mean,
Terrence
that shit,
Crawford only wishes that Omaha had a professional sports team that he could.
fuck out of
He
here,
could.
my man, fuck out of here, Danny. My man have been shot and all that. Like, what you mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we relate to that. We relate to that. He done been in them trenches. We don't care about none of that shit, but
Bro,
yeah, I mean,
so the motherfucker wasn't going to Green Bay Packers games. Like, cut it the fuck out.
Oh, he probably
Okay,
was.
cool. He motherfucking Arrow with the Cowboys and Bud be with the fucking cheese crackers, cheeseheads, whatever.
I'm talking about the All Access episode. Was he with him on the All Access episode?
But what do it matter? I'm just saying, like, if anything, that's helping. That's helping the fight. Like, we should thank the Dallas Cowboys for making Arrow, a bigger attract, bro. Micah Parsons kicking it with him. Like, legit, everybody on the team was there. So it's like, bro, everybody posting the shit.
Yeah, that's cool, and I'm not saying that it's not cool. I'm just saying, like, from a city dude perspective, like, far as like the relevancy, like, yeah, like, I feel that, like, I don't feel the Dallas Cowboy shit. I said it was cool, like, it's a good look and all, but you know, that's just say some shit that I can relate to. You feel what I mean? That's all I'm talking about. But
I just want to make sure. So you can't relate either when Bud be kicking him with the Packers, right? Just to be clear.
I can't. But we talking about the all access, so we talking about the all access. Don't try to switch it. But the boots.
I'm just saying, you know, because maybe you're just not a football guy, period. So maybe it's like you don't relate with the Cowboys or the Packers.
I'm gonna say that five. But no. It's just that I don't really, you know what I mean, relate to it. But the boot shit, I liked the fight. I liked the boots fight. Matter of fact, that whole undercard was pretty good. The Marquise Taylor fight was the fight of the night, damn near to me. I think that was a good ass fight. Gomez messed up that money because he clearly was supposed to win on this. At least they had it in for him to win, but he fucked that up. But Boots showed off some of his skills, man. Like that last fight against Curran, he ain't really do much. Like he was saying, I do think he was kind of feeling the pressure of, you know, everybody coming out to see him and shit. So he wanted to get the knockout, and he really couldn't. But this fight, he really showed his skills, man. He showed he definitely got the punching power, the beat them bigger dudes and shit. But as far as calling out Earl and Bud, bro, you know you ain't getting that fight. Like you know you ain't getting that fight right now. They not on your collision course. Like your collision course is supposed to be with Virgil Ortiz. Now something happened with him, so he gotta find another way to become a drawer. But ain't nobody fighting no Boots or no Terrence, no Spence, man. You saw he was fighting that, Danny. He's fighting in fucking Boardwalk in Atlantic City. They not fighting him. Like he don't offer nothing to the table for them right now. I think he should fight. He should try to fight Thurman. Stan Jonas, I don't even know if he really got a fan base like that for real.
He gotta go. Boots gotta go kick it with the Philadelphia Eagles before he could get the fight, champ.
Champ, we ain't gonna relate to that shit, champ. We ain't gonna relate to that shit, champ. So he better not do that, man.
Hey, you realize you're not the person they targeting, right? They could give 2 fucks. They know you gonna buy the pay-per-view.
No, of course. And that don't mean I'm gonna buy the pay-per-view for Jaron Ennis.
But you know what I'm saying? But I get
No, no,
I
no,
get what
no.
you're
I'm
saying.
just saying, you know, that's why they do those things.
Yeah. But but though. Jaron need to fight. He need to fight, get a fight with Keith or something like that, man, to help raise his profile up. Because I mean, he can be an A-side and a main event fighter, but you can't be a main event fighter fighting in Boardwalk in Atlantic City, bro. It just ain't gonna happen. Now that was a good fight for the price. I'm sure that they put on it, because now his stock is up. He damn sure ain't gonna get y'all no fights like that no more for that price. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
so
So
just make sure Frank Martin do more this weekend, right? Because if he don't do more than Boots this
man, I
weekend, then
don't
we
give a
can't talk
fuck about
about
Frank
shit.
Martin. No, I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about Frank Martin. Again, I mean, him too. If I was to watch that shit and he fighting in Atlantic City, him too. But Boots got more fight than him, right or
Nah,
wrong?
he fighting in Vegas,
Boots
but
got more fights
regardless,
than,
it's
but
how
Boots
many
got
asses
more,
you put in
but
seats.
Boots got more fights than Frank Martin though, right, Dan?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, there. So come on, man. What you talking about? You can't sit there and say that there. I mean, you know what I mean? But
Why
appreciate
can't I?
you
One
tuning in.
guy with Al, one guy ain't with Al, so it's like he's still making shit shake.
All right, Fats. Thanks for calling in. Man, he said so much. I ain't want to cut off, but he did make a lot of sense. I mean, not that I ain't already say that, but that wasn't my arguing point. But that's a good argument. I mean,
What's a good argument?
the Boardwalk Hall shit, bro. Like, how many tickets was that? You know what I'm saying? Look where
Nah,
that's
yeah,
at.
it was probably 3,000-4,000.
And look where that's at too. You know, it ain't the same value as these other guys. But I wasn't even looking at it for, like I said, I wasn't looking at it from what Boots is doing or not doing. I'm looking at it from like the winner and the loser gonna be so big. Cause look, perfect world. Actually, that's the wrong way to start that. Since I said go watch The Flash, there's multiverses, right? Because many things can happen. Earl could fight Bud, and Bud could win and go on to fight Jamel. But there's also a world where Earl could win and Crawford loses, and Jamel fights Canelo and he loses, and Earl fights Canelo and Crawford fights Jamel. We're happy in those universes, just like we're happy if Crawford beats Earl, Jamel beats Canelo, and Crawford and Jamel fight. Like, it don't matter how the universe plays it out for us. We would be happy. It just isn't showing me a path where Earl beats Crawford, then he beats Canelo, then he fights Ennis. I still don't see the world where Earl beats Crawford, then he loses to Canelo, then he beats or fights Ennis. I don't see that because he will be so big after a Canelo win or lose fight, like Keller Plant, whose next fight was pay-per-view. You know, the universe ain't showing me that path for Ennis to superstardom after this fight. Now, if he can beat Earl, it's wrong name. If he can beat Thurman on pay-per-view next after Thurman fights Ugas, that's his ticket. That's his ticket, and it would be the right time. Because when they wanted to give him...
Oh, man, is it though?
Yeah, because when they wanted to give him Thurman was a wounded duck. Now he's had the Barrios fight. He's had the birth of his child.
Bro, but
he's
he
got
had
the
the
Ugas
Barrios
fight.
fight and sat his ass on the sideline for a year and a half.
Waiting. Like any hungry fighter. He waited. You ain't criticized Earl for waiting on Crawford. And he went longer. He went a year and some change.
He didn't win. No.
Yes.
Let me fucking correct you. Can I correct you? You let me know when it's my turn. You let me know when it's my turn, motherfucker. You let me know.
It's your turn.
You let me know. You let me know.
I'm
because
trying to let
last
you know.
time I checked, Thurman been more inactive.
I'm
so
trying
to
let you know. It's your turn when you answer my question. How many months have both men been out the ring?
Thurman's been out longer.
All right. How many months have both men been out the ring?
I'll
help you. I'll help you.
Thurman's been out 17 months and Earl 15.
All right, so stop disrespecting like it's a big fucking deal. And
So
and
one
tell
guy
the
got to
world,
fight in 2 weeks.
and the other
One
got to
guy
fight
has
in
a fight in
August, and the other got to fight next month. Stop it. Stop it.
Where? Where's the announcement? Where's the? I ain't heard
Go
a
to
rumor,
Boxing Scene.
Tim.
Go
On
to
my mother, I haven't heard a rumor.
Yeah, because you don't read Boxing Scene. There's already a rumored article on Boxing Scene that says Thurman and Ugas is happening in August. Stop it. Stop it, brother. But anyway, there's
Well,
many
we ain't done a
there's
show
many
on it. That's huge
universes. There's
news,
many
bro. He used to be the face of the division, and now
he's my man.
he's a forgotten soul.
No, you trying to take the argument somewhere else because you realize you didn't read the article. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I just
But
don't
that's
give
just-
a fuck. I mean,
but
my
that's
point
just
is,
one
my point
universe.
is, one guy's been active and one guy hasn't, regardless how you chop it.
I mean, you say tomato, I'm saying tomato.
No, I'm saying activity, consistency. You get what I'm saying? One guy has
Bro,
fought one time in the last
Earl-
4 years.
Earl-
One guy has fought 4 times in the last 4 years. So it's like, that's what I'm talking about, consistency.
All right, man. I mean, they both
Since the
sound
Pacquiao fight,
inconsistent.
since the Pacquiao fight, Earl has fought Sean Porter. He's fought Danny Garcia. He's fought your Dennis Ugas. Bro, my man's had one fight. Dude, he's one fight. That's it.
All right, man. All right. You know, you got an issue with Thurman, but Thurman Boots on pay-per-view, that's the biggest pay-per-view. I shouldn't have went to Nino just to give you an opportunity to tell me what's better than Boots Thurman.
No, but
Yeah, that's really the only big fight left.
You ain't say that's the next best available fight. You said that the winner
That's the fight.
turn into a star.
I said that's the fight to take Boots to that superstar level. Yeah. That's gonna help him. That's gonna help him get a pay-per-view with
let me tell you
Crawford and
something. You
Earl.
can't go to superstar level when you're not even fighting a star. How the fuck is beating a non-star gonna take you to superstar level?
That's your opinion.
He ain't even a star.
That's your opinion, but for one reason or another, Keith Thurman has been on pay-per-view.
Oh, absolutely. No,
All right.
absolutely.
All right.
But he ain't no star.
All right. Well,
so how beating Keith Thurman gonna make Boots a superstar?
Because he's gonna be able to do the numbers. He's gonna
Bro,
be able to do the numbers.
That's first and foremost, let's understand who the fuck is a superstar in the sport. Gervonta Davis, Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, Canelo Alvarez. How the fuck does Boots fit into
it
that?
will help him get to that level. Getting to that level and being on that level is two different things. You are just mad. That is the opportunity that he has. There is no other fight that's gonna get the attention of Thurman, of Earl Spence and Crawford.
That I agree with. Ain't no fight that's gonna get the attention.
We say the same thing. You just want to argue semantics.
No, bro.
Yes,
no, champ.
It's the only money fight.
This fight don't make him a star. This fight don't
Thurman,
make him a
you the one.
superstar. So no, I'm not saying the same shit you
I'm making it seem like if you beat Thurman, then the other names got proof to see what you can do. And it's like, yeah, it makes sense. All right. I lost to Earl, I could fight him. I lost to Crawford, I could fight him.
Let's agree that Boots does not become nothing close to a superstar beating Thurman because Thurman ain't even a star. So you know what I'm saying?
Thurman ain't a star, but he was the inaugural for ESPN. Thurman is the only fighter that's done more views probably than every fighter.
Cool. He was an inaugural for PBC and all. That's great, bro. But it's like,
and add up the views.
How long ago?
It don't matter how long.
Years ago, like people give a fuck, bro.
It don't matter how long. There's only one dude that competes to him, and that's probably Earl, because he did the 6 million after the Olympics, and so that gave him a head start. But Thurman got like 5 million views just when he fought fucking is it Danny? Just
and
Danny
he still
alone.
Ain't no fucking star.
Another time when he did an inaugural, he got like 4, maybe 3. Another, you crazy? Nobody ain't watched more boxing than people ain't. They ain't seen more welterweights than Thurman.
All you doing is helping make my case. You saying millions and millions and millions of people tuned in, and this motherfucker is still an unknown.
Unknown to who, bro?
People outside of the boxing world don't know him, so it's impossible for somebody to become a superstar, and you are not known, brother.
All right, man. Well, just remember that Boots has been calling Thurman out for at least 2 years.
Yeah,
Again,
if he would
I
have fought
am
him
not
2 years
disagreeing
ago,
that
it
is
would've
the
been
best
way
fight
better.
he can have. All I'm saying is he ain't turned into no fucking superstar when the sport only has a handful to offer.
And I never said he was a superstar. I said it would put
No,
him.
you said
take
beating
him there.
him.
Take him there.
And
Take him to that level, man. That's right. You
it
need
won't.
you
And it
need
won't.
those fights, but so that's why Canelo, fought the guys that he fought like Mosley. That didn't do nothing for him either. All right, man. Whatever, bro.
Bro, Sugar Shane Mosley resume shits on Keith Thurman's resume.
You stupid,
Yeah, that's
man.
what I was gonna
Fuck
say.
out
It's
of
two
here.
different eras,
It
man.
ain't shit. And, listen, he got the Oscar win, but it's tainted. Fuck is y'all talking about? Then Vernon Forrest beat his dumb ass twice. He wasn't supposed to beat him.
Sean, we
y'all
could pull
talking
up.
about?
We could go best win for best win. Like
I don't know, bro.
Let's
I don't know
go.
about Keith
Let's
Thurman
go.
resume versus
Let's
Shane
go.
Mosley.
Let's go.
He do got
Come on,
he do
let's
got
go.
about 3
Fuck you
good
talking
wins
about.
though. For
Let's
sure.
go.
Yo, let's
I
get
ain't
the
giving him
thumbnail
credit
made.
for
Come on.
Oscar. I
Get
ain't
the
giving him
thumbnail
credit.
made.
I
Get the thumbnail made. Come
ain't
on.
giving him credit for Oscar because you know that he got the
Bro,
Balco
you
case.
pull up his box track. I pull up his. We go win for win. Win for win.
What? Go ahead.
Until we run out. Until we
Go
run out.
ahead.
Win
Do
for win.
it.
Come
Do
on.
it. Do it.
No,
Do
that's
it.
a whole show. I'm saying we making a show out of it.
All
Get the
right.
thumbnail made. All right. All right.
Go
Fuck.
ahead, big boss.
Yeah, man. Let me tap back in. I see what you saying, Ness, but I'm kind of with Danny. I don't even think Boots
Danny
would be
a
the
hater,
underdog
man.
if he
Danny
fought
a
him.
fucking hater.
No, I'm just saying if he fought Thurman Ness, would you favor Boots?
If he fought Thurman next, would I favor Boot? Nah, I'ma still ride with Thurman. What you mean?
Damn.
Bruh,
That's
y'all
the
just
second
don't know.
person I didn't heard
Y'all
say
just
that.
don't know boxing, bruh. What style gave Boots problem? Karen. Who got better legs than Karen? Thurman. Who punched better than fucking Karen? Thurman. Who got more experience than Karen? Thurman. Will Boots win? Yeah, because youth. He got like 10 years on Thurman. But Thurman gonna give him the best fight of his life. I don't know what y'all talking about, man. Styles make fights.
I ain't saying it won't be no good fight. I'm
Bro,
just saying
I'm not
I'm
disagreeing with that, champ. I'm totally disagreeing that if Boots were to beat the shit out of, or however the shit play out, regardless if they fight, the winner of he ain't no superstar, ain't nobody turning into a superstar off that fight. I'm sorry.
Everybody's
You
just
a
gonna be
hater,
like
man.
Boots
You a
so
hater,
young,
man.
he should have won.
You a
That's
hater.
all I think gonna happen though. I
You
don't
a
think it's
hater.
really nobody. I
Thurman
think
the
if he beats
illest talker.
Stanionis, it'll be good. But I don't think nobody else outside of Stanionis and Virgil gonna give him that name for real, for real. But not even Stanionis for real, because I don't even think people know him like that. So I think like all these fights he could have, they just gonna be like, you still not ready. They're gonna be like, shit, Earl and Bud would beat Thurman too. So it really ain't really nobody left like Stan. Like I said, bro, the really only guy left was Virgil, but now he gone. So at this point, he just got to sit around at 47 till them straps free up. And I don't see Bud or Spence backtracking to fight him. That would just be super backtracking. So at this point, I think he just need to sit around till them straps open up, go up to 54 or some nigga. But it's like right now, he just got to wait his turn. And it is what it is. It really ain't much he could do to become no star until he get no belt for
Hey,
real.
who's
It's
this?
like he
Ness, who's
already
this?
got
I'm
the
sorry.
Big Balls Nino.
Hey, Big Balls Nino. How long you been watching
I'm
boxing,
here.
brother?
Shit, I said I've been into it my whole life, damn near since I've been born, but I ain't been no hardcore for real for like the last 5 years, about 5-6 years.
Okay, the last 5-6 years. So you was fortunate to watch Pacquiao Thurman then, right?
Yeah, I was older though.
What about Collazo Thurman? You seen Louis Collazo and Keith Thurman?
Good
No,
fight.
I wasn't big on Keith Thurman.
I went
and
to
shit
that
like
shit right here in Tampa. That shit was in Tampa. I was in there live. Shit was lit.
Wasn't that the first person to get Thurman to take his mouthpiece out?
Nah, he hurt Thurman
Who
to
was
the
the
body.
first?
That's the first person. See, that's the lack of skill that you got, the lack of eyeballs, right? That was the first person to show you how good Thurman was. Because Thurman got hurt where any other normal man would have took a knee. Thurman used his legs. That's when I knew that boy's a dancer. Look at those legs.
But what I'm saying is he didn't take the mouthpiece out. What was the first one? I know the first time was in Pacquiao.
Sundome in Tampa. Sundome in Tampa. Do it say Thurman went down? No, it don't say Thurman went down. It don't say that. It don't say that. You know what it do say? That the fight
he didn't go down. Wait. That's the whole point, brother. He didn't, like, the whole point of him taking the mouthpiece out was to not go down. That's what I'm saying.
But Danny, I don't get what you're trying to do. Are you trying to somehow discredit, belittle, shame Thurman for taking a mouthpiece
No,
out
I'm
when
just saying. You talking
we
about the
can't
man
talk
like
over
he
each
don't have
other.
vulnerabilities as well.
We can't talk over each other. See, again, you see that as a vulnerability. And many people do. I'm not knocking you for that. I'm not knocking you, nor am I trying to discredit you. Like, many people think he's weak to the body. But I continue to see him show that he is not weak to the body, that in fact he is resilient. Mario Barrios took a knee when he got hit to the body. Miguel Cotto took a knee. There's a lot of people.
Mario Barrios also had Thurman take his fucking mouthpiece out.
And that's fine. But again, Thurman showed you that he refuses to go down. Trinidad would go. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, bro. Is that some great IQ? Sure, because some people would have took that knee, used those 8 seconds, recovered, and got their shit together. However, though, it's still a vulnerability, champ. Like, I know you vulnerable to the body. I know that you like to take your mouthpiece out. Yo, a smart motherfucker on your ass.
If they
Boo's
can
gonna knock
catch
Thurman
you,
out, dog.
if they
But I'm
can
out of here,
catch
man.
you,
Y'all boys stay up.
But that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't know what y'all looking at. So you gonna tell me when he was young, all the way back in 2015, a young Thurman versus a world-class veteran who A, deserved the rematch with Ricky Hatton, guaranteed. B, arguably deserved that win. Had a fight of the year with Berto where people wanted Berto to give him the rematch. Prime Berto. Not Berto that knocked out Freddie Hernandez in one round on HBO. Same Freddie Hernandez that took 154-pound Laura the distance, okay? So young Thurman receives a body shot by a veteran, a former champ, doesn't go down. I don't think Thurman has gone down until he fought Manny Pacquiao, who even Manny couldn't catch up to him when he took his mouthpiece out. So, yeah, Boots is young, maybe 10 years younger than Thurman, right? What they say, Thurman is how old here? I don't got an age here. 32. So Boots is 8 years younger than him. What, he's 24? Is he 24?
I think 24, yeah, 25, something like that.
So maybe he's 8 years younger. I don't know. Maybe he could catch up to him. Maybe he can't. This is experience, though. All this matters. And you can make those faces, but keep in mind, off air, you made the same faces. You had the same doubt when I told you Jared would go the distance. And that's what I value. Former world champion. Experience in the ring, being under the lights. Y'all like to discredit. Let me finish my sentence.
Now you lying, brother. Because now you lying,
what you
bro.
mean? Let me finish my sentence.
No, because now you lying. I'm not gonna let you finish a lie, bro.
Okay, go ahead. I say that too.
How you gonna say? Listen to me. How you gonna say I was making the same facial expressions when you told me that
I couldn't see you?
When you couldn't see me, brother, it was a regular phone call. We was not on FaceTime.
But we both know your facial expressions. You don't have to be on camera to make them. Come on, champ. When I'm telling you something you don't want to hear, you think I need to see your face? You didn't want to hear that Jared was not.
You can't say you making the same faces now like you seen, champ. You can't say that,
bro. It's the same lack of belief. Is what I'm trying to explain to you. You don't, like, a lot of y'all, it's not just you, a lot of y'all don't value a man becoming a champion. Y'all discredit, he won a vacant belt, or he fought this guy or that guy. Before we start watching this sport, the greats would tell you, when you get that belt, you become instantly better. There's even quotes out there on percentages of how much other champions believe a man becomes better by becoming a champion. But yet you motherfuckers, you common men that never got in the ring, keep discrediting that. But I value that. Boots is not a world champion. And Boots is not a unified champion. Keith Thurman unified before Earl. He beat those undefeated fighters before Earl. I value what Thurman did. He got world-class experience with Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah,
not many do that.
Shout out Keith Thurman. Shout out Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah. Shout out.
Yeah, I got one thing to say now.
Mm-hmm.
One thing.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Boots are made for walking. And that's just what they'll do.
You trying to get us flagged like you got us flagged the last episode. Turn that off, man. Turn that
How I
off.
get
Turn
us
that
flagged the last episode? How I
When
get us
you
flagged the
played
last
that,
episode?
you played some song.
Elevator music?
Yup.
They flagged us for the elevator music?
Absolutely.
How they know we wasn't in the elevator?
Champ, you can make jokes, but they flagged it. Look it up because you also know how to fight the copyright strike, you know? So do it, because you did it. Why So Serious is on you.
I don't even know whether to believe, right?
No, I'm dead serious. I'm not lying. I swear. I don't never lie, dog. Like I don't do that. You the one like playing games like that where I gotta ask you are you serious?
Because you just seen my face the other day. You right?
Nah, go to it. And if it's not done, then maybe I done it already. But you'll see that I fought it because you gotta like eat it. I don't think I did it because you gotta cut it out. I would have to cut it out. So you gotta cut it out because you did it. So cut it out the video and cut it out doing it on the fucking video. But go ahead, why so serious? Why so serious? Jonathan Sims. Why so serious? Jonathan Sims.
Fresh pair of wheat Tims, champ.
Yeah, Jonathan Sims is not there. We going to, damn, we got a lot of callers over here. Holy shiznick. We had last stopped off on Tommy, not Montana.
You got me?
I got you. You found it, Danny?
First things, Ness, what you said earlier when the ref caught somebody, the ref called Soto Karass when Keith fought him. The ref had to step in to catch him, like try to protect his head from hitting the canvas and stuff. So that's the one. You can look it up. Yeah, shout out to Boots, man. That was a nice ass performance. With me being a boxing fan, usually it's always if I like you because you nice or whatever, then that's cool. But it's always a fight or a performance that like really makes me like, oh yeah, that motherfucker, that's something the truth. That was that one for him. That because I had him winning, but the performance is put him over the top. So that was nice. Well, who I see him fighting next?
You know it's Thurman.
Everybody.
You know it's Thurman. After Thurman Ugas, it's a wrap. It's Thurman. There's already quotes. They were talking about it. And there's quotes of Thurman saying something like, I'll sign a contract.
Fine.
I told Al I'll sign a contract.
He been said that. I guess not on interviews or whatever. Yeah, he been said that shit. But for if just depending on not waiting on Thurman or just how it goes and how everybody you mentioned in the poll, if he was to fight somebody next, I would rather it be Crowley out of your poll because, Stanionis got about a year layoff waiting on Virgil. Rashidi coming off a loss, so I want to get a win. But I like to see like Rashidi probably get fucking Blair to Flair. If that could happen, I would like to see that out of names that I know are like up and coming dudes. But yeah, Danny, the first time Keith actually took off his mouthpiece was like back in the day, but the first time y'all seen it was versus Pacquiao. And
No, that wasn't the first time I seen it. That's why I couldn't remember what fight it was. I knew it was a fight years before that. I just couldn't remember which one.
Nah. It wasn't a televised fight when he did it. It wasn't a televised fight.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I remember seeing it. That like
he did it in the Collazo fight.
I remember
he did
seeing
it.
the shit.
He did
it. He did not take it out in Collazo fight. He didn't take it out. He just moved around. He got hit and he moved around from that point. But it's something he's been doing. Like he learned that. That's why every time it happens, any professional boxer tells you that's a veteran move because that's where he learned it from Winky and all them. So that's a veteran move. It's not a vulnerability. That's just a move you do. Like if you get hurt, you hold.
No. Hear me. That's definitely great. It's definitely an IQ move. But if a motherfucker don't have a mouthpiece in during a fight, that's a vulnerability.
If you could catch him.
If you punch him in the mouth, then
You
yeah,
gotta
I'm guessing
catch
so.
him. And
I'm just saying, bro, but it's still vulnerability.
last I checked, until Boots shows us, he had a difficulty catching a European, not a slick motherfucking
a young European,
Thurman. With no experience.
Right.
Not an old motherfucker who ain't got the same legs under him. Who ain't got the same legs under him.
Well, that's false. That's all opinion. Because based off facts,
that's opinion. That boy got legs.
Yeah,
boy still got. He's in the gym right now. That boy still got legs to this day.
Tommy, it don't matter what he's saying. He's basing it off opinion. We basing it off of Thurman's performances showing us he got legs. He's basing it off opinion. He's assuming he's older. He's assuming the legs will go. His shit is full of opinion.
No. Hit me,
Stop
champ.
lying,
Hold on.
man. Where's your facts?
All right, brother. You got it, champ. You got all the answers. You got it, brother.
Where's your facts?
Yeah, he showed it against his last two fights. Even though they've been spaced out, but he showed it against Pacquiao.
See, I guess it's just perception, right? I guess it's just perception. You know, Ness in reality ain't seen Thurman fight in like 4 years, right? That's the hard reality. Because his last fight, motherfucker was asleep.
Yeah, he fell asleep. He fell asleep.
Oh, so you don't watch fights back. You don't watch fights back.
I just remembered in the moment, and I'm like, damn, bro, he's just not the same. Barrios? I know what Tank did to Barrios.
What you say about Barrios?
Yeah, I said I know what Tank did to Barrios, so it was like, damn, my boy moving up. He fighting a killer Thurman, and then he got Thurman taking his mouthpiece out, using that ring. I'm like, oh, man.
It's cool, but it's boxing, bro. It's boxing. Like, Barrios probably will never was, and probably never will be considered one of the best, but he's still a top professional. He's not the top, but he's still a top professional, so he got skills.
He was a top professional coming off a loss, moving up in weight, getting stopped. That's all I'm saying.
The dude that just fought doesn't show he got power, but he knocked Buddy down in the second round. That should let you know, plain as day, boxing is boxing. And the right punch can change a whole fight, or at any time can do that.
Yo, he trying to discredit Barrios, but Barrios' next fight after Thurman, he got a knockout over a dude. Broner couldn't get the knockout. Plus, I told y'all on the betting show to bet Barrios by knockout. No. Tell Danny he don't know shit about boxing, man.
I told you.
Tell Ness, Josecito had his man getting fucked up, look like he was about to be done for it. Come on, man. Like, bro, he ain't look like the Thurman the old, bro.
You talking about one round, man.
Bro, I'm just saying, let's stop like he looks like the motherfucker of old.
Yo,
he has not been the same since Danny Garcia.
You acting like you don't be in the gym for hours every day to try to discredit a fighter for one round. You sound silly.
Brother, I keep telling you, since the Danny fight, he ain't been the same. Took the mouthpiece against Pacquiao. Josecito had him shook.
All right, Tommy, you gotta go. This dude's senile today, man. He done lost his mind, poor man. Mad Bet 100, what up? Mad Bet.
Yep.
This not Mad Bet?
Hello?
Oh, no, this ain't Kansas City. Who this? All right, I'm gonna have to use my
Riverside Rocky was,
Riverside Rocky had one round, bro. You keep repeating that.
Bro, I'm just saying.
I'm sorry. I'm not gonna talk over you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Cool. That one. I'm just saying that was something we would have never seen. Boom. Then the Pacquiao fight. Cool. You want to say, oh, Pacquiao? Cool. Then who was after that? Motherfucking the last one, bro. The Barrios fight. He ain't been the Thurman of old. I ain't seen. So bro, since Danny Garcia, he ain't been the same. He has not been the same to me since Danny Garcia.
Put him in front of Boots and you watch. Put him in front of Boots. See if you don't see the Thurman age. Yo,
made for walking. That's just what they'll do.
People need challenges.
Boots gonna be walking from Philly all over you.
I hear you.
Watch out, man.
I hear you, champ. I hear you, man. That's good because everyone else is busy. So that's the fight to big up. We got Nigel. What up?
Yo, what up?
What
What's
up?
up, fellas? Hey, yo. So look, hey man, Nez, you flirting with on the right. You flirting on the right path because if Booth fight Thurman, I think that dude catapult him into a different lane. This is the reason why, because back in the day, Thurman was the man back in the day, man. Until that little layoff. And not to forget, he was chasing Floyd Mayweather, trying to get Floyd Mayweather. But Floyd Mayweather become the super champion, and he become the regular champion. So therefore, Mayweather didn't have to fight his mandatory, which Thurman would have been his mandatory, but but Mayweather went and fought. Damn, it slipped my mind. But he got elevated to the super champion. So Thurman was right there amongst the stars, the superstars. So if Boots was to fight him, I feel like it would be a good deal to boost into to superstardom or to stardom, so to speak. Now, this is where the shit is getting tricky, man. And it's Al Heyman, y'all. The man is playing chess out here. You know, when you get to saying something about what's going on as far as with this Bud fight and how he signed Canelo, that's only because, you know, he made all the money with Tank and Garcia, so now he's able to pay the likes of for Canelo and pay theirs. So now check this out. You know, Charlo was supposed to be the undisputed champ, waiting for the winner between Spence and Crawford. So with that being said, he went on ahead and signed Canelo Jamel to fight Jamel. Now that throws off the whole damn shebang of the fight, the winner between Crawford and Spence, because now I think Al was saying to himself, damn, what if Crawford wins? Crawford not signed to me. Crawford gonna have the undisputed, so let me find him to a 2 fight. Or let me get Jamel out the way so he won't be able to go up and fight Jamel. And Boots will be in line to fight the winner, because won't Boots be the automatic? Won't he be the mandatory?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yep.
Yeah, won't he be the mandatory to fight the winner between Spence and Crawford?
Yeah, but there's a rematch clause.
Huh?
There's a rematch clause, so it ain't gonna matter what Boots.
Right. Yes, well, it will matter, because what if it's a one-sided ass whooping and they don't want to fight?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Or
That's a
they
big.
don't want
That's a big stretch. That's a big stretch. I don't. When the last time we seen a 50-50 fight be a one-sided ass whooping?
I don't know, but what if Spence get knocked out and they feel like he don't want to fight?
Yeah,
so
man,
what
you just too many what ifs. But that's your bell, Nigel. That's your bell. But that's way too many what ifs. You going down. Like I said, you know, go watch The Flash, man, because that was a multiverse right there. That was a whole nother universe he created where he's talking about Al. Listen to what he said, right? I'm glad I remembered. He said Al was playing chess. So he said to himself, let me get Jermel, who's actually signed to me, out the way by giving him the Canelo, who got the wings to fly away. So he said, now, I don't want Crawford, who could possibly beat Earl and take them belts and then fight Jermel as well. So I got to get Jermel out the way. That shit, everything he said made no sense. I'm sorry to tell you, brother. When you press rewind on that one, you're going to understand that we ain't understand what the fuck you was talking about. Because it just don't make sense. You know? I think what Al did is actually the best thing. Because if Earl wins and Canelo wins, we could still get Jermel versus Crawford while at the same time still getting Earl versus Canelo in Dallas and 100,000 fucking people. And then if Bud wins and Canelo wins, we could still get Jermel versus Bud, because Bud is vindictive. He likes to prove a fucking point. You know what I mean? So he might not go for the Canelo fight, which has never been offered to him, and people never mention his name with Canelo the way they mention Earl. Even though he's fighting Earl, they make it seem like, oh no, Crawford fighting Canelo, he's way too small. You know, but anyway, moving on. We got hella calls. This shit's crazy. And
Who we got, champ?
Actually, we going to drive by because I got to leave here at 12 o'clock on a dot because we in Florida, fellas, which means I got to drive like 30 minutes for a goddamn haircut, believe it or not. It's fucking insane. So, where is that soundbite? Help me. I don't see it. Where are you?
And while you do that, I definitely want to remind everybody, July 28th, tickets are on sale for the 4th ever TBV Appreciation Night. Come out, have a night of fun with your
That's
favorite
right.
fighters and
We just
trainers and your
confirmed-
favorite boxing podcast.
We just confirmed, Danny confirmed Kenneth Sims Jr., who just became a champ, right? He's got the belt from Akakov or something like that, who he just beat. Was that a belt or something on the line?
The interim, but
Interim.
he in line for the real title at 140.
He's coming to the appreciation night, and so is Marquise Taylor, who got the killer upset. He's coming.
Over Gomez this past weekend.
And I passed out an invite to my boy, even though he ain't gonna know that he's my boy, but I fuck with him, man. I fuck with him. I always fuck up his name too, and they be like, damn, you say you fuck with him. Not the dude from Mayweather, the dude from Top Rank. Tucker. Am I saying Jahad Tucker? Is that the name?
Oh yeah, Jahad Tucker.
Cause who's the dude? Oh yeah, the one from I got this. This is the last time. The one from Mayweather is Jahad Hackett, right?
Jalil Hackett.
Okay, I fucked that up. Okay,
See,
but I always
and
confused them.
I didn't know when you said Jahan. I'm like, is he talking about Jalil Hackett or Jahan Ingram? Because you know Jahan also with Floyd.
Oh damn, his name is Jahan. Yeah, but no, I'm talking about Jalil Hackett. No, the one from Top Rank, man.
Jahad Tucker, motherfucker.
Jahad Tucker. I invited him, and he
just
said,
lost. Yeah, he just lost, right?
Yeah, but that's why I invited him because I don't give a fuck. That
No,
motherfucker
I'm
energy.
just making sure because you so confused. I want to make sure I got the right guy.
Hey, I might not know his name. I know he could fight. I still ain't go back and watch that fight. He posted a long enough highlights, which made me want to go back. He was in the pocket like he always do. That's his problem, you know what I'm saying? Just like Boots. Boots stood in the pocket a little longer than he needed to, but he also got the win in the pocket, man. You know, he just comfortable in there, but that's when he started to get hit. You know, from the outside, he was cleaning this dude's clock easy with no problem. Up painting the fence with the jab up top, jab to the midsection. He was looking beautiful. But I get it. He wanted to put on a show. You can't be in your hometown and just pitch a shutout. You know, you wanna pitch that shutout and motherfucking get the knockout. So I respect his performance, but you stay in the pocket with the wrong person and it could get deadly. LV Slugger, what up?
TBV, y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, Boots, good performance by Boots, man. He did what he's supposed to do. You know, Villa, we knew he was going to come forward, you know, try to land something big, but, you know, Boots showed his boxing ability, man, got him up out of there, showed him the skills there, man. As far as who I want next, you know, I picked Stanley Ennis on the on what you put out there on the YouTube, but I wouldn't mind Thurman. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that'll be his biggest win, you know, especially what Thurman's been able to do at the welterweight division. You know, I understand Stanley Ennis got that regular title right now, and, you know, we claim everybody else with a regular title as champ, so it'll be Boots' first time at you know, getting his closest thing to a title while, you know, Bud and Spence doing their thing, but I do think Thurman fight is definitely will be a good test for him, especially what Karen was able to do that last fight. A guy people really didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I think Thurman will move and be able to set, you know, Boots up with some traps. You know what I'm saying? Get hit with some shit. But I do expect Boots to beat both, but I think both guys will give him a good little test, though. But those are two names I would want to see next for Boots, either Stanley Ennis or Thurman. But, yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, I wonder how difficult it's going to be to get that Stanley Ennis fight, man, because he's with Shelly and Al. Boots is with neither, man. You know what I'm saying? Plus, Stanley Ennis, believe it or not, bro, he's got a direct shot as the WBA regular. Whoever's the winner of that fight, when they vacate, Stanionis elevates. He's super champ. You know, he's
Yep.
in
Yeah.
line. So it's
Nuts. I just want to let the people know I've been dropping the link for the appreciation night and the fight party in the chat. I just want to point out we originally released 60 tickets for the fight party. Those sold out in 3 days. You know, we worked hard. We was able to get 60 more, a second theater, and a quarter of those are gone already. So go get your fight party tickets. Go get your appreciation night tickets. The link is in the chat now.
Yeah, let me just improve our guest list here. We have 11 invited confirmed guests for our appreciation night. As of right now, we have, in no order, we have Marquise Teller, just got the win over Yoelvis Gomez. We got Kenny Sims, just got his big win. We got, trash talking, heavyweight wrestling, wanting a shot at Jared Anderson, Brandon Moore. We got Coach Cunningham, world-class trainer, what was it? Corey Spinks to Undisputed, trained Devin Alexander, the two-time two-division champ, trained Bronerback, Erickson Lubin, numerous fighters. We got Sean Porter, two-time welterweight champ, and now very successful commentator. We have Ken Porter, confirmed, who is also a one-time trainer of the year and very successful trainer. We have silver medalist Keyshawn Davis, red hot contender with Top Rank. We got the dynamic duel, whenever we're not the dynamic duel, of Ak and Barack with the Sweet Scientists, both confirmed coming through. And we got Hasim Rahman Jr., which he's confirmed, but, he got to fight, right? I think he got to fight.
I think he fights the week before, so all things considered.
Yeah,
as does Keyshawn though. So
yeah, as does Keyshawn. But hopefully they come out of those fights, feeling good, even if they get the win enough to come, still. But they've both confirmed. Adrian Clark, very successful, 5-time book writer. The new manager of Earl Spence, he's coming. And we have Bomac that gave Danny, a confirmation, but it's still like the night before. Like I remember we did I remember we did this for Ward and Kovalev, and Virgil said, "No, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there." And Virgil, Virgil don't lie. Virgil, y'all see his character, right? Like he's nothing like any other trainer that's ever been out. Virgil is his own. He's very straight. I love Virgil. When we was at the Win, I'm like, Virg was there training and giving Caleb Plant a little eye, and he gave us time, man. And, he didn't give a lot of people time throughout his career anyway. He was very closed. But I forgot where I was going. Oh, yeah, Virgil. Virgil said he would come, and we got an award made for Virgil and everything, man. Beautiful Crystal Award, and he never came, man. He never came, But that was a great night regardless. He didn't come, but Wilder came. Telly Swift came. Marcellus Wilder, Caleb Plant, Jordan Plant, Peter Quillen. I forget who else, man, but it was very intimate. It was only 65 people back then. Crazy. 65 people.
Definitely intimate. We're expecting upwards of 200 for this one, so go get your tickets. They are going fast. Fight party tickets are definitely going fast and a lot more limited. Both links are in the chat. Go on eventbrite.com. Just type in the Boxing Voice, and tickets to both events can easily come up.
Mauricio Suleiman also, I'm expecting him to come. He's come to our events, specifically these appreciation nights in the past. He is on vacation with family. He's given me obviously a soft yes, but he's also going to be pulled many which ways that weekend due to his belt being on the line with Earl Spence. So I'm hoping he finds the time, to come through. But the WBC has said that they are supporting us. So I'm in communications with some other reps to get us some WBC fighters. The goal is obviously to invite Devin whenever he gets into town. I have invited Shakur, but I don't know what's up. We gotta check actually. Did he even see the message? But yeah, man,
Yo,
still a
check
lot of
your
time.
messages. Speaking of seeing
I
messages.
know. I see you say, yo, but you ain't say no. Okay, I see now. You said, get me off. You gone, champ. Do you?
My God, be right back.
I got hella callers and we on drive by. So I know y'all mad. I took like 5 minutes to tell you about our two very important events on the 28th of this month and the 29th of this month. So we definitely would love your support. It has been about 6 or 7 years since we done an appreciation night. We are sponsored by Hardin, so we're gonna be giving you guys goodie bags. I actually spoke directly to DJ Bonix yesterday, and he definitely said, they're gonna take care of us. Plus, you can use the code TBV when you go to Hardin and get that official discount. And let me tell you, no dispensary is giving discounts. You know what I'm saying? So like the fact that they do that for us, you guys need to take advantage. So if you're coming out to the city for the big fight, make sure you get your bud from there. They also got the best dispensary in Vegas because they got over 130 strains. I'm telling you, no one is doing that. Until someone else is doing that, then they can't even compete. But then you gotta factor in that they really take the time to find the best looking bud tenders. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, that's a thing. So all their bud tenders are like fucking models and shit. So yeah, they make it an experience. It's pretty dope. Now, I have been to Tyson's Ranch and all that, and that's an experience too. If you ever come into the city for the first time, you might as well do that too, because it's Tyson. But you gonna feel that it's very corporate and commercial, because it ain't Tyson's, it's Tyson, but it ain't Tyson's, right? So like it's a little different, but you should definitely experience both. As a boxing fan, how are you not gonna go? Like those are like touristy things to do. Stop at the Mayweather Strip Club, go to the Tyson's Ranch. You feel me? Go to the Top Rank Gym if you could. Things like that. All right, let me see who I got. Alex on Discord. This is Drive By Champ. Oh my God, it's already 11:40. I'm giving you a minute and a half to do your thing. The bell's rung. It's silent. He's gone. Next person. Big Boss, I guess you got a counter punch? What's up? Minute and a half. Do your thing. Go.
Yo, no shit. I ain't even gonna take up too much time, dog. I was just gonna punch it back in. I ain't gonna be on drive by. But shit, I'm one of them people, man. I'm one of them guys who said Thurman is one of the top welterweights just because of what he did in the past. But it's like with all these new crops of guys coming up, I can't put him like as top three. You feel me? Just because of like Boots and Virgil and all these guys. I feel like even if he beat Ugas, it's just like we all gonna.
You
I
tripping
think
right now,
a lot
man.
of people.
You tripping right now. You think Keith Thurman
You
doesn't
picking
beat?
Ugas?
You don't think Keith beats a sickly fucking Virgil?
Oh man, dog, that's crazy. I'm just saying, bro. I'm talking about like right now, like
Yeah,
at at
right now you can't
147.
even bank on Virgil making it to the ring.
No, I'm not saying that. I was just saying like with the new group of guys, I wasn't picking Thurman over Virgil or Stanionis or anything. Like just because after that last performance against Barrios, bro, it was just I don't know, dog. It wasn't good enough for me. Like just in my opinion, I think he should have did more. But that's just my opinion. Like shit, I ain't everybody. But like I've been saying, man, like his shit all in the past, like that shit 2016, 2017. Like we're in 2023, bro. And it's like even if he beat Ugas, like ain't nobody really gonna care about that shit. So I feel like Thurman need to fight Boots or like Stan Jonas or something. But he's still gonna lose though. But that's my guy though. But I'm out of here, man. Hit that like and subscribe.
All right. Suleiman, minute and a half. Do your thing. Minute and 24 seconds.
Hello?
Do your thing.
Yeah. So I got 24 seconds. Yeah, man. So this guy, the one that Keith Thurman should fight, so we fight the guy that Jaron Ennis just fought. Because first thing is Keith Thurman right now he generates too much money, bro. Jaron Ennis is gonna got paid maybe like $500,000 for that fight. So how could he fight Jaron Ennis and Jaron Ennis is active and he's gonna ask for more money? So like what he should do is fight a guy like a Villa, like a like a Danny Yalusinov, one of these guys, so he could make himself more active, bro, more appealing for guys like
Yo,
like like Jaron. You know what I'm saying?
bro, I usually disagree with you. But I like
No,
the Thurman Yelanusanov fight. That's for the IBO. Yelanusanov is the IBO champ.
no, he gave up that belt. He gave up that belt, Papa. He gave
Oh,
up that belt. So right now,
damn.
fight that belt. Make yourself a credit,
Nah, if
more
he gave up
credited,
that belt,
and
it's
then
not
after that,
worth it. If he gave up that belt, why would Keith Thurman fight fucking Yelanusanov, bro? No way. No way.
because why he gotta make himself more active, bro. Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Okay, well, anyway, big shout out to Danny DuBois for fighting the unified champion, man. I hope he shows him that he's a true little midget heavyweight and knocks him out later.
All right. Yeah, man. I mean, there's other fighters that Al has that are like more popular than Yelanusanov that Thurman could fight to get activity and continue to build a name. Like, if you're gonna fight a dude that's unknown and he's European, like that nobody's seen on TV, he gotta have a belt, bro. He gotta have a belt. Alex, what up? Minute and a half. Do your thing. Minute and a half. Let's go.
Damn, is this shit working now?
We hear you perfectly.
All right, all right. Yeah, man. First off, man, I gotta eat crow bad on that Adorno pick, huh? I gotta give
Nah,
it to De
nah.
Los Santos. He really showed he can box when he wants to. I heard you kind of critique it a little bit, saying you wanted him to show that power, but hey, man, we all remember when Deontay Wilder went out there and fought Stavern and boxed his ears off. So you got to show that sometimes, and maybe prove it to yourself that you could do it at a certain level. So kudos to De Los Santos. He did his thing, and I got to put a lot more respect on his name, man. And I was what a bad showing from Elvis Gomez, man. I don't know if it's a time off. I don't know if it's a change of trainers, but definitely got to go back to the lab. And shout out to Marquise Taylor. It wasn't the prettiest thing, but he did what he had to do to secure that win, and basically move up the rankings and get his name out there. So shout out to him. When it comes to Boots, it's a funny thing, right? It's like, he got the result I expected, but it was the journey towards that, man. I mean, he beat dude up. That dude was tough. That dude came to fight. And Jaron Ennis, he showed everything, and he even beat him at his own game. Man, as far as who's next, I think obviously the Keith Thurman Ugas winner is probably the best. If not, if Stanionis get a pick, a fight in. And listen, those guys aren't there. Why don't you get a Kavalaskas fight? I know he was rumored to fight Butayev, but I heard that kind of fell through. So that's a dude that's fought a Virgil, that's fought a Bud, and he'll give you a similar test of Villa,
That's the
but at least you
bell,
can
champ.
compare it.
That's the
All right, man.
bell. I don't know if y'all hear it over there, but that's definitely the bell. We got NO, minute and a half. Do your thing.
Ooh. What's down? What's down? That's how my audio sound, bro.
Straight.
All right, look, check this out, bro. At this man, first dog, let me give Boost his props. You know what I'm saying? Cause I already saw that Boost had a chin against some smaller welterweights and everything. But this dude with Veer, I wanted to see where his chin was at. I wanted to see how Boost reacted to somebody not just laying down after he put them hands on him. I seen that. I saw the gas tank late in the fight. Like Boost, dog, Boost. He what everybody say he is, bro. And these type of fights are the fights I need to see to really see, like, you know what I'm saying, a fighter will like that dog that's in him. And Boots got all that, man. So props to Boots.
Now Keith Thurman, the Keith Thurman fight. Keith Thurman is Boo's stepping stone. And like whenever Thurman decided to make that fight that helped Boots graduate to that next level, that'll put Boots in a better position to ask for the Earls and the Crawfords and them dudes at that top tip. But as far as like actually accomplishing something at welterweight, Thurman can do that, but it's not gonna be against Boots. He probably could beat Stanionis if they fight for a vegan title when Crawford and them move up and Spence. But I don't know, bro. It's either
That's the
if
bell,
Thurman
champ.
forced to fight Boots, he gonna move up to 154. He not fighting that dude.
That's the bell, champ. We all on drive by. I got to go. I am back at 3:00 Eastern, 12:00 Pacific Standard Time, which I'm going to put out a poll on the community page to see. While I'm in the East Coast, I think it might be better for me to do it at 7 like I used to. On Thursdays and Sundays, I used to do 7. So maybe a 7 Eastern is better for y'all, which is 4:00 West Coast. Help me out, brother. Who's this? 313?
That's Jamar Fowler.
Let me look it
Is
up.
that Jamar Fowler?
That's you.
What's up, my brothers?
How are you?
All right, y'all got me on the short bus this time, but I'm gonna hurry up and try to make it. Man, y'all gotta put some respect on my man Keith Thurman's name. I don't know if y'all remember, man. If y'all look, I know he ain't fought in a minute like he's supposed to, but the dude got a really impressive welterweight record. And I keep hearing people giving him hell because he got hurt to the body, but the one great thing about Keith Thurman is that man's mind. He has literally everything. He got in a fight with Sean Porter, banged that bitch out. Got in a fight with my man, I can't remember the dude that hurt him to the body we was talking about earlier. He got on his toes and stopped the motherfucker to make the ring corner throw the towel in. When he fought Barrios hurt him to the stomach. He got on his feet and then gave him a unanimous decision. So it'll be a hell of a test for Boots. And I say this also, don't just rush over and say Boots gonna mow Keith Thurman down, because don't nobody just mow Keith Thurman down. And we haven't even seen Boots in a real tough fight yet. I mean, he's really good, and the dude he just beat this weekend, I think any elite fighter does the same thing to him because he's a punching bag. He stands there, and he's just there to be hit. But I think that Boots beating Thurman, I think that does take him to the next level. He'll get the respect from the boxing world. Not only that, Keith Thurman does have a name. And if we forget, if we didn't just get this Terrence Crawford versus Thurman fight, we was getting Spence versus Keith Thurman. So that's my whole thing, man. Put some respect on Thurman's name, man. That dude can go.
Appreciate you calling in, champ. Let's see here. I gotta use this sheet, man. These all look like foreign numbers to me today. I think this is North Carolina, right? 845 is the Bronx. Shit. This Huang? Nope. This Joe's in the Bronx. What up?
What up, Ness? You hear me?
Perfect.
What the fuck are we talking? Yo, what the fuck is Danny talking about? Thurman ain't a fucking superstar. Is he fucking crazy? The motherfucker did 500 buys with fucking Pacquiao. And what the fuck did Pacquiao do with Ugas? A motherfucking 250? Don't tell me, and don't bring a fucking Barrios, because he did 150 with Barrios, right? That's Thurman alone.
He ain't even a star, let
Have you
alone a
seen?
superstar. He ain't even a
As
star.
if
How
the
the fuck he gonna be a
motherfucker, as
superstar?
if
You
the
crazy as
motherfucker
shit.
didn't fight Danny when Danny was undefeated. Now, I mean, y'all gotta put respect on the man's name. Thurman is the dude that fucking
Bro,
welterweight.
that
If
shit
it
was
ain't
6,
Spence,
7 years ago. Stop it.
it doesn't matter. If it ain't fucking Spence or if it ain't motherfucking Crawford, it's Thurman. Nobody else has a fucking name like that.
Cool. I ain't denying that, but the motherfucker is not a star, let
He's
alone
a
a
superstar,
superstar.
though.
So stop
You
it.
can't say he's not a superstar in boxing. You cannot say that. What other fucking welterweights making that money besides fucking Spence and Crawford? It's Thurman.
Bro,
And
what
Thurman was
the
doing that
the
before those
motherfucker
two.
don't fight? What are you talking about? Stop, dude. Stop.
It
He ain't
doesn't
even a
matter,
star,
bro.
bro.
It does not
He could
matter.
walk all through St. Petersburg and Tampa, Florida. He wouldn't get stopped to take not one fucking picture.
Yeah, and Boots will.
Bro,
And
I
Boots
never
will.
said that. That's the thing. That's the thing. You got to learn how to
Stop
fucking
playing,
listen.
man.
Ness
Stop
said Boots
playing,
becomes
man.
a superstar if he beats Thurman. I said, how the fuck he gonna do
He's a
that? Thurman ain't no
superstar,
star.
Danny. Stop
Bro,
playing,
we
man. I'm
got
usually
5,
with you,
6
Danny. He's
superstars
a
in this
superstar.
entire sport. That's it. But appreciate the call. Thank you.
He is a superstar, Danny. There's no.
Danny, you got to stop doing that. We on drive-by mode. You got to let these dudes get their minute and a half that I'm giving them because I got to go. Got to go. Danny ain't gonna stay overtime because he ain't at the mothership. He's in Chicago right now. So I got to go at la 12 en punto. Danny, how is 6? You on Central Time, right?
Yeah, I'm on Central.
How is doing the show at 6 Central for you while I'm out here?
Instead of doing it at
3.
2 p.
Oh yeah,
it's
you
2
2
p.m.
p.m. 2 p.m. for you.
Yeah, bro. I don't give no fuck. Whatever.
Word?
I leave for Detroit later this week, so I
And
don't give no
that's
fuck.
Central too?
Nah, that's East Coast.
Oh, damn. Oh, yeah, that's good. Old School in Milwaukee. Hey, Old School in Milwaukee, you know there is a boxing club called Old School Boxing. It's not in Milwaukee, but it's in Watertown.
To Chicago. I know where it's at. Hey, dig this though. Hey, young man, the answer to the question is, look here, if anybody in their right mind thinks about messing with that dude Boots, I'm gonna tell you something. The big ones, the boxers that's up in his weight class, they already know that. I got a minute and a half, but I'm gonna cut that into a half a minute. They out of their rabbit if they think so. That go from Spence, Crawford, and anybody else that's thinking about messing with that man. He in careers. He'll mess your career up. But I'm gonna get right back to Danny. And Danny, and like you said, bro, please tell Danny to be quiet. Matter of fact, mute him. Look, hey, mute yourself, Danny. Look, hey, Danny, what about my boy Kid?
Nah.
When the last time, hey, Danny, when the last time that name parched your lips? Hey, and young man, I get back to you. I wouldn't did my research up on you. You know who Kid Austin is. You know who his father is. You did interviews with him. I didn't know you was. Why you play dumb?
Yeah, I ain't never said that. Never said I didn't know
Why
him.
do it make it seem like you? Hey, I'm talking. I got a minute and a half. Why do it make it seem like that he's the top secret in the world? You know that boy's a beast. Did you see his last? Did you see his fight the other day? Oh, that's right. Y'all paid for that garbage the other day. You didn't pay to see that boy do what he did. Did you see what he did?
Nah, I ain't paid for that
Danny,
garbage. I paid for Showtime.
Danny, did you see the fight?
I just said no. I said I paid for Showtime.
I just want God dang it, say something. Say more than just no. Are you sorry?
Nah, you know it's crazy. The highlights ain't even make it to my timeline.
Yo, he said, say more than no. Say you sorry. Yo, Old School, that's your minute and a half, man. I got to go. Danny, they got a minute and a half. Stop pissing them off. You got to hold your thoughts till after.
Fuck.
Come
Fuck
on,
your haircut.
man. Let them
Fuck
get their time, man.
I ain't got no hair, so fuck your haircut,
You hating, bro. You hating, man. Straight like that. Boxing, what up?
Highlights ain't even make it to my timeline. Talking about that I watched the fight.
Yo, you right. I ain't get a Kid Austin highlight yet, and I ain't watched the fight. I ain't get a highlight. I got an email said he won.
No, but they gonna say we hating though. They gonna say we hating like
the algorithm. The algorithm ain't
the
push
best
it.
thing since sliced bread or some goof ass shit like that. What the fuck? Why he with Golden Boy? Cut it the fuck out.
I mean, he had offers from everybody. I interviewed the father. They chose. Listen. There's a lot of people that chose not to go with Al Heyman in Top Rank from the beginning. Devin Haney. Stop that. And they chose, just like Devin Haney, to sign with a promoter that
drive by. Get to the next caller.
Yeah, you don't want to be educated. I hear you. People see your ignorance.
Talking about my ignorance.
I mean, you
said
want
the same
you
shit
don't
I
want,
said. You
you,
said
straight,
you legit
straight like
said
that
I ain't
boxing.
got no highlight. I ain't see the fight. Same shit I said.
But that's the algorithm. That's the algorithm, and yes, that does mean something.
We're boxing pages. How
Danny,
boxing fights ain't make it to our timeline, and they
Danny,
supposed to be the best thing since sliced bread.
Danny, and like I said, that does say something, but that's not end all be all. Straight like that boxing, you haven't spoke. You there or what? Because let me double check your number then. Maybe he ain't talking because it's like, yo, you that ain't my name. But this says that is your name. So I'm going to just not go to you then, champ. It's over. Let me see who's over here. Discord, no hands raised. Twitter, no hands raised. Oh, we got hella super chats. I do apologize. They was mad. Danny took the longest fucking bathroom break, so I had to do it all alone. I had to do it all alone.
Go smoke.
He went to go smoke. I had to do it alone, so I definitely lost track of the super chats, but I'm going to get back on point. You know we appreciate that.
Definitely keep the show going. So
hell yeah, man. Can't lose another co-host, right? Fucking Danny gonna be like, oh, I'm out. Fuck this. It's like, damn, another one. Be like DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled over here. Damn, another one. Who we last stopped off at? RT. RT, salute to you, man. You always showing love for sure. We definitely got to that RT one, but then he came back with a $2 one and said, I had read this hours ago, RT, let me tell you. And I meant to Google this because I didn't want to be like generalizing because of how the ref looks. But his super chat says this for $2, which keep in mind, I've said in the past, $2 are weird. Sometimes they usually hate comments, but I don't know what this is. Villa was the ref's nephew. Hashtag Hardin with 3. What are these? These are face with steam from nose. So I see you made a face,
90
Danny.
seconds.
I see you made a face. So what do you think?
Yeah.
Did
you do your research on that or
no,
not?
I didn't. No, I didn't. I don't even know that ref's
Yo,
name.
that's insane if that's the case.
I don't know that ref's name. Jonathan Sims, you tripping. Do a review on episode 1, EJ versus Bud. All right, we might. That might be the 12 o'clock show. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, 12 o'clock meaning 3 o'clock. Capicu Rodriguez.
60 seconds.
Boots will never get to fight Bud or Spence. Rematch and a possible third fight. They will move up to 154. Drop belts. Boots will collect from others. I agree. I think him and Stanionis probably won't fight because Stanionis is the super or will be elevated to super. And then, he's with Shelly. Shelly can navigate him to a unification. Boots can pick up the IBF and get navigated to the WBO. So, yeah, I could see that happening. We got President Jafar, $2 super chat. Roman Villa is Barrios. Oh, verse Barrios would be fire. I got Villa. That is a great fight.
10 seconds.
Actually is a good fight. I think Barrios.
I like that. I like Barrios though.
I like Barrios too, and I think Barrios gives Villa more opportunities though. He has been hurt. He's been down by Tank. We'll get to see how real Villa's power is if he could put down Barrios at least. Put him down, not knock him out. I got Fresh New York with the fat $10. Salute, champ. Salute. Appreciate that. He said, great performance by Boots and respect to Villa, his willpower. And then he put the head exploding emoji. But not enough to deal with Boots. Shout out to Eury Sireno, 92nd KO, and Edwin put on a masterclass. Ness, how you not like his performance? It ain't that I didn't, bro. Y'all misunderstanding what I said. I just got disconnected. We did a live fight chat and I got disconnected. It was too one-sided. He never stepped on the gas. Like, come on, bro. Like, I don't know. That shit. And then he's advertised as a puncher. He never really hurt Adorno for me. So I don't like being lied to, and I get it. Maybe I'm interpreting it wrong, and I should be interpreted like, oh, he showed tools, he showed skill, and he did. But I could also be disappointed that he didn't show power. What you think of the performance, Danny? Did you watch it?
Yeah, I mean, I was on the show with you. I mean, I didn't think it was something that necessarily impressed me or that had me dying for more. Like
Exactly.
I could go without seeing Edwin De Los Santos fight. It's not gonna bother me.
And they gonna get mad because we both Devin Haney fans, but that's what I'm saying. It's how you package a person. You feel me? Wilder was packaged as a puncher. Tank's packaged as a puncher. Fundora was packaged as this phenom, this tall giant. It's how you package a person. So they gotta live up to the marketing. It's not my fault that you did heavy marketing, and now I'm like, okay, where's that? See, like Pitbull was advertised as a puncher, so he got out of the Tank fight, gave him one of his toughest fights according to some weirdos out there, right? Then he knocked out Gamboa, so he lives up to his hype. You know what I mean? Fresh New York back with another one. $2 this time. He said, even Adorno said no one beat him like Ed did. Okay, I guess he meant that no one beat him, that Adorno said no one beat him like Ed did, like Edwin De Los Santos did. Listen, he fought well. I said, if you watch my live fight chat, I was impressed with his hooks and pivots at the same time. I was impressed with his boxing ability. I mean, I didn't see anything he did wrong outside of trying to use the shoulder roll every now and again and getting punched in the face with a straight left, I think. Right? Because Adorno was throwing was it the left hook Adorno was doing? So it was a right hand that was landing on De Los Santos. I don't know. I know he tried the weird ass shoulder roll twice. That shit looked so funny, and it didn't work. We got JC, $2 super chat. He says, what the fuck is TOTY? Don't know what is undisputed is. Laugh out loud emoji, 100 emoji. Toti? I don't even know what is that. Is that like an acronym?
I think he might have had like a spelling error or some shit.
Okay. But it says JC was celebrating his first super chat ever. We appreciate you spending that bread with us. We got Boston Jarrett. Where you been at, champ? Wait, isn't Boston Jarrett? Is Boston Jarrett? Who's the dude that used to say Crawford was like hot garbage burning? He would spend mad money. Oh, that's Lloyd Jarrett, I think. Or Jarrett Lloyd, something like that. He's been missing in action now that Crawford got the fight. Where you at, champ? I remember you. But Boston Jarrett, he's a member, I think, he is a champ too. That's no shirt on his avatar. He's a champ out here. So Boston Jarrett on the champ level, $3 super chat says, why not Boots versus Danny on pay-per-view in Philly? Because Danny ain't fighting him. This sport is so weird, man. Not everybody is as competitive as they first start their career. You move from wanting to be the best to wanting to make the most. And I guess there's nothing wrong with that, man. But that being said, that's why you'll never see that Philly fight, because then that would show Philly who's the best, and it would end Danny's career, possibly. I mean, come on, bro. He just knocked out Villa. That means that he could knock out Danny, possibly. Now, Danny never been knocked out, and that would be the issue. What if he knocks him out? You don't want to go out like that. You know what I'm saying? And why? What they gonna pay you to fight Boots? What they gonna pay you to sell yourself in your own hometown for the next guy? When right now he's a Philly legend. You ain't see it? When they introduced Boots, I don't know if you noticed, They showed all the Philadelphia fighters, and it was B-Hop, then Danny, and then Fulton. Like, come on, bro. You don't want to get taken off that list. They already using you as a Philadelphia great. Like, I don't remember B-Hop fighting nobody from Philly. Did Rosado fight somebody from Philly? Like, why we putting it on Danny to go against his own? Motherfuckers been begging for Danny to fight him, but
I mean, he at 54, 55, 60, whatever right now. So,
but he up there for a reason. He's a welterweight. He started at 40.
Yeah, don't you got a haircut, champ?
Yo, I love my job, B. Don't do that. Don't do that. Nah, I'm joking. My girl, fucking, I realized she ain't here with the car. This is bad, too, because this gonna be bad. This shit gonna be bad. Because out here, everything is far, bro. It's fucking insane. And then everything's by appointment. That's how it is when you're not in a fucking city, bro. These motherfuckers want to deal on appointment and shit because they don't get walk-ins. Because this shit ain't no fucking city. I got Tip Bellis with the $10 fatty. In the name of Danny. Not Garcia, but Danny from the Shy. I got Tip Bellis with the $10 super chat. He said, Danny, Earl knew, and us, the fans, knew that Crawford wanted to tune up before fighting Earl during the first quarter. Earl stalled Thurman out. Boots versus Thurman is the biggest fight at 147 pounds. I like that super chat. Danny probably don't. Nah, Danny said he agrees with that. He just don't agree that Thurman is a superstar, and there's nothing wrong with that. Kerry G, $10 super chat.
Word.
Schofield fought good, but don't think he ready for Keyshawn with them wide hooks and weird in-ring tricking moves. Style make fights, y'all. But Keyshawn is very technical on top of being mean and sharp. Yeah, Keyshawn, he next level. He's a surgeon, man. He showed that shit in the Burgos fight and the Yiggit fight. He's gonna be a problem. Shiny Suits, $5 super chat. He says, I mean, do you want to say anything on that? Since he mentioned Keyshawn and you got a personal relationship, you've seen him spar more than me.
As far as him being the truth?
No, I'm just giving you the floor. I don't want you to feel like, I'm making sure because it's like he mentioned Keyshawn. You got firsthand experience with Keyshawn, so I don't know if you have anything to add.
No, I mean, I think his skills show for themselves. He being moved so quick in his career. I think we're gonna see Keyshawn accomplish great things in the sport.
Shiny Suits, $5 super chat says, ever since Thurman cut his, oh man, I ain't gonna front. I was raised on the Bible. And I said this many times on the show, man. It's the scripture of Solomon, right? It was Solomon. Am I saying the name right? They cut his head, and he had no longer the power, and it was all because of a girl. And truthfully, biblically, I gotta sit down with Thurman. Biblically, that's what's happening. You understand? He got with the girl. He cut the hair. He domesticated. That's what people see from the outside looking in, my dude. And I'm talking Thurman. Thurman, that's what's going on, champ. They don't see the hunger no more. They don't see he was like next level, right? Because it was like he could wear the cornrows and look street, or he could let the hair out and look fucking like rock and roll, like fucking Flair, like Blair the Flair. You know what I'm saying? Shit would be out when he was with the Danny. Face off, shit just out like a lion's mane, all in the face off, looking crazy.
They're saying it's
Samson, okay, I'm sorry, not Solomon, you right, Samson. But man, bro, that shit, yo, this fucking super chat couldn't be more biblical. Ever since Thurman cut his hair, he put the scissors emoji. He has been washed since he fought Sean Porter. Bet me, Ness. I got Boots emoji over Thurman. I never said Boots don't win. I said I'm riding with Thurman, fams. Ron with Thurman, man. He been my dude. I roll with Thurman over Pacquiao. Feel me? I roll with Thurman over Danny, over Porter. Like, He been my dude. And historically, since this fight isn't actually made, I could say all this and a lot of y'all gonna forget, but historically, great fighters got one more great fight in them. It's always like that. Foreman came back, gave you the Michael Moore fight. B-Hop, look at his career. Great fighters got that, man. They could come back. Sugar Ray came back. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, Earl came back. We thought he was done after the Ferrari. Shit. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of fighters that right when you think they ain't got no more, they great enough that they got one more in them. One more in them. I got Kerry G says Discord link, please. All right, well, let me drop this appreciation link because I already had it in my copy paste. And then I'm gonna drop that Discord link. Right. Hey, it's right. Oh shit. Right here. Right here. Join our Discord where the conversation never stops. Word is born. Keeping it moving though, we got Tip Bellis back with another one. Salute to the in studio days with Danny overdoing it on the air horns. We got Tip Bellis with another $10 Super J says, Bud, excuse me, Bud ain't believe he can beat Thurman because he took a fight with Avenesian instead of Keith. Y'all forgot Crawford was Porter way asking why Thurman needed a tune-up for him, but he took one for Earl. Laughing out loud. Tip Bellis, you're making shit up in your head. First of all, we interviewed Crawford personally on our podcast, and he made it very clear that Al Heyman never offered him anyone other than Earl Spence. So there was never a Keith Thurman offer for a tune-up. So lies you are telling, lies you are telling, lies you are telling. What up, Danny?
Is there has a Luis Lopez reached out to you, or if there is a Luis Lopez, reach out to me in the chat, please, or hit me up. Somebody purchased tickets to the fight party, so
I don't know. What I mean, you losing me here. What up?
No, they requested a refund, but they said that they're still coming. So I just want to see if I just want to confirm.
Yeah, and someone
else
needed a refund. I was on vacation. I told them to hit me back when I'm not on vacation. Hit me back because that email is buried. But Chicago Hollow $2 said, and this is the same person that I said I'm giving you a refund. I said this on another show, but I don't do refunds. There's no refunds. Like I'm doing that for y'all because I'm doing that for y'all, but I'm also using that situation to say there's no fucking refunds. So don't email me for a refund. Like you feel me? They got me on vacation in a very, great mood. You feel me? So I'm hooking them up, but there's no fucking refunds, I wish I could get a refund for a lot of shit. Like shit I won't mention. Chicago Hollow, he says, a haircut, motherfucker, what hair? Laughing out loud, crying out loud emoji. Yeah, man, it's more about the bid, getting it done right. I didn't bring my straight edge. I could order one on Amazon and, all that shit. But what's wrong with grooming yourself, my friend? Need to get my feet done too. Keeping it moving. Boxing, $2 super chat says, man, fuck Keith. He talk more than he fights. Facts, exclamation point emoji, speaking head emoji, 2 times, thumbs down emoji. Damn, y'all hating right now because what's better than Keith for boots, truly? Like from a name standpoint and a skill standpoint, there's no more welterweights out there that's going to give them the test. And let's be real, Keith Thurman himself is going to say that. He came up being the Keith Thurman test. You couldn't go to Winky Wright Gym and just spar Winky and Berto and Jeff Lacey. You had to spar Keith Thurman. And that's all I'm missing from Keith. That's long hair Keith, though. That's long hair. Long hair don't care Keith. You know what I'm saying? It's a little, I get it. It's different. This domesticated Keith is like, damn, bruh. But back in the day, it was the Keith Thurman test. You had to get in there with Keith. It ain't matter what fucking weight you was. You just don't know because you ain't been in his gym. You feel me? But Keith, y'all keep sleeping on Keith. It's like I said, he got one more in him. It might not be Boots. Y'all might laugh at me if he fight Boots. It might not be Boots, but it might be after Boots. Might be after Boots, or it could be Boots. I'm telling you. Great champions got one in them, and you can't deny that he's a great champ. He took Danny's O. He beat Thurman Porter first before Earl. But I gotta go, man. That's GTO, Instagram and Twitter. That's all the super chats and all the callers. I appreciate y'all
Ring
rocking out.
World Denny, the Boxing Boys. Make sure to head on over to eventbrite.com. Search the Boxing Boys. Get y'all tickets now. Fight party tickets are almost sold out once again, and the appreciation nights moving as well.
Word. I like that chat. Free chat right there. He should fight Stanionis. You right, because that gives him ultimate claim. Then Jaron gets the IBF guaranteed because he's the interim. If he beats Stanionis, he gets the super. Then they unify, and then Keith gets he gets the opportunity to try to be undisputed after Crawford and Bud. That's the same person. After Earl and Spence. After Crawford and Spence move up. Feel me? Peace.